Get down to the baseline.
my fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all the love we find. Test the waters, ooh, it's hot. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all the love we find. Electric, feel it in your hands. Hypnotic, what your body says. Happiness, this is what we stand
The night lay waste to all we'd given, but honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to, if you want me to, 'cause we can and we can run, 'cause stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
Hello there, and welcome back to Re-Ace Corporate League Season 2, I believe. And it's me again, your boy Patchy. What do you know? Surprise. And today I'm joined by Toothy. Say hello.
Hello, but yes, once again, let's put it out there. We are back together once again, me and you, in the same pit.
Yeehaw, as they say.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and put out the perfect pronunciation for that because I'm not from Texas, but it's something like yeehaw.
Yeehaw, good buddy. No relation.
No relation.
No relation.
Not.
We're not playing cowboy games here today.
No, this is not games that should not be mentioned.
But instead, we're playing CS, and as usual, we're looking for some good CS, some spicy CS, some overtime, please. 3 times over, and neck and neck CS.
You just mentioned the banned word.
The banned word?
Yes. If you have any experience with any other tournament organizers out there, when it comes to the running of tournaments, this is one of the words which is known as a bad word. You do not mention it. It's unspoken of. We do not speak of it.
All right. Well, what's the word? Then I'll know not to say it again.
It's that one that you said.
Which one? I said a lot of words.
It's the word that describes a game going on for very, very long. You'll not get me into that. I've been into that.
But that's my favorite time, you see. The time that spills over, as you might want to say.
Yeah, my favorite word of time is nap time.
Hey, okay, I can respect that. Nap time is good. Dinner time
also,
is good.
as I've been informed, dinner time, lunchtime, breakfast time, food time. Anything regarding food is also good time.
Donut time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't break me
into it. Yo. I know exactly what I'm getting tomorrow. I'm going to the shop, so I'm buying a donut. Oh, now I need a donut. I've just made myself crave donuts. Damn. I am my own worst enemy. Well, we're still waiting for the teams to get all their players in and together, and then we'll soon be starting with the maps. And of course, I expect to see good maps today. I beg of you, please, no vertigo, and I don't want to see train again. I do not want to see train again.
I'm going to say this out loud because I know we have a previous colleague of mine. He's still a good friend from a previous tournament, so he is definitely going to be hoping for something like Vertigo because one of his favorite guns gets played on there a lot, and that is the XM1014.
Oh no.
So this is a big shout out there to Mr. Ed Meister.
I was just about to say, would that any chance be Ed Meister? If there's anything, if you say weird guns, you say wonderful, odd, different guns, I think Ed Meister 360. We've seen him in plenty of tournaments that I've been casting before, pulling out the wackiest weapons. He likes his dualies sometimes, just kind of play with his food a little bit there. Bit of a BM
specialist. Always
specialist.
fun. Come on.
You know what? I will give you that one. Dualies are fun, but reliability is like 0.
It is. It's reliable.
You either get like 50 headshots or you don't get any.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. My dualies are stat track, and I get mostly headshot kills with dualies.
Hey, you missed a...
And there's about 1,300 registered there, so come on. They're reliable, up to your point.
You're just busy, you're busy just like setting yourself, pumping your stats there.
I've tried getting used to it. Okay, let's put it out like that.
I actually have a really nice skin for my dualies, but I don't use them because the CZ is more reliable, so I just use the CZ more. Because I'm mostly AWPing, so it's nice to have like a pocket SMG.
No, I'm not a favor of the CZ because my click is sometimes just a bit too long, so I don't get that single shot. It's always 2-3 shots.
Yeah, you have to be quick with your clicks.
Trust me, when it comes to dualies, I'm quick enough apparently.
Yeah, but you don't have to be like careful with those clicks. Then you just yeet. Then it is really Cowboy Simulator.
Oh yes.
Alright, finally we have the teams in the server, and while we're waiting for them to get their stuff together and start banning maps, Toothy, why don't you take us through each of the rosters?
Yes, definitely. All right. So, as it goes for the fact that we have RA Accounting versus CNS Constructie. On the side of RA Accounting, it's the favorable Edmeister 360, Phoenix, Kayla Becky, who we welcome to the game, and then Aku and Zoradius. And on the side of CNS Constructie, we have The Slave, Swari, Sarki, Banekill, and Bot Yuri, who is actually not a bot, it's a real human. But now I know who's been killing me all these years.
Damn it, Bot Yuri, why would you do this? It's always Bot Yuri or Bot Cecil. I've seen Bot Cecil 1v5.
Bot Joe is there, Bot Hank, they've also killed me a few times. It's
Bot
scary.
Walter. Everyone, we're rushing B. Bot Walter, no.
Bot Walter, I'm going A.
Oh no. You know, actually, it's kind of sad sometimes, like on deathmatch servers and stuff when there's bots in there. Sometimes you see the bots just like killing everyone and you just cry on the inside.
It's scary how these bots start picking up skill as the game progresses.
Yeah,
All
and
of
it's
a
not
sudden,
even
those
that.
bots running
either,
out,
like,
he's getting these one
the
taps.
reaction times are just nuts. They're like, the game awareness of bots can be either 0 or like 100. Because they can instantly flick to like a pixel of your body as you come around a corner, or you can just like walk circles around them and they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and they're like, hello.
It's never in between. It's just, it's all the 0 or 100.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then, what would the big brain say for tonight?
Well, you know, I've heard a lot of stuff about both of the teams, but I, having cast Edmeister 360 and Caleb Ecu's games, I'm going to have to side with them. I think they're really good. But, you know, I guess it's up to either team to kind of prove me wrong. I haven't seen CNS Constructie in too much action, so I can't really say exactly what performance we'll see from them today. But I can definitely say that we will be seeing, at least for sure, something from Edmeister and Kayla. So those are the players that I'm kind of watching. That's the team that I'm watching at the moment, and maybe give me like 2 or 3 rounds to see, you know, what's going on. But what I'm hoping for is a nice long, sweaty game where we have everyone try-harding and, you know, getting good.
Well, you know, from my side, it will definitely be a favor if I say RA Accounting, which won't be bad if they win. Well, it will also not be bad for the guys of CNS Constructie if they win. But I don't want to be the guy that everyone says, yeah, but you're disfavoring the host. So, in light of that, also, I want to see some good CS action, but maybe I want to see Bot Yuri coming in with a couple of one-taps, you know, just to show that these bots have got it on them. So let's go for the vote on CS Constructie.
Well, CNS Constructie, you know, they won a couple of games, so, you know, they definitely can't count them down and out, for sure. So I guess it's 1-1 then. I'll vote for Re-Ace Accounting, and you'll be on the side of CS Constructie.
My goodness, can you believe it? We are not sitting in the same boat.
Amazing.
It must be a miracle. Well, these guys are going to get added pretty soon, which is going to be quite nice to see as soon as all these bots get out of the server.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I think we're waiting on one person.
Yeah, we're waiting on someone from Ori, but that's not the end of the world. We see these guys getting some good warm-up here.
Yeah, I must say, I'm actually, I see some good AWPing from Banekill, and now I'm wondering if maybe CNS Constructie has some secret skills in their pocket.
Well, apparently it seems to be more than just building for them. So they're definitely going to work onto it.
Alright, well, now that we're having a little bit of time, since we're waiting for that last person from Re-Ace, let's take a quick second to talk about something interesting that I think maybe you guys will be interested in. One of the sponsors of the Re-Ace Corporate League has a little giveaway for you guys. Toothy, tell us about that little giveaway.
Yes, guys, this is your chance to get in on it, get in on the action, and win something for yourself. So, ACCE Esports and Fork of Lager have teamed up together for this giveaway. So, what you can win is definitely beer. So, there's 2 cases of beer towards 2 winners, and it's very easy to actually win this, guys. All you have to do is go and like ACCE Esports, like Fork of Lager on Facebook, then share the post, comment on the original post that you have to go find on Facebook, and just so you guys know what you have to comment there, FL-Corp, all in caps, and then make sure that you guys have followed all of these steps, and to better your chances, also take 3 friends, you know, make sure that your friends know about it, because if your friend wins it, you still get to share it with a friend, and that's what it's all about.
And that's not just any beer.
Yeah, it's Fork of Lager, and these are the yeah, have you seen the cans?
Yeah,
these cans are insane. So they
really
recently had this Mortal Kombat can, which was really nice, really cool looking. So maybe you guys will get some of those out there. It's gonna be epic. I'm definitely gonna enter this because who doesn't like free beer?
Right. So just to reiterate, that's 2 cases of nice quality beer. You just have to head over to the Facebook page, ACCE and Fork of Lager. Go drop a like there, share the post, comment FL-Corp, all in caps, and tag your friends. 3 of them, to be exact.
3 friends, and then once you've done that, you have been entered, and we will get into it.
So we finally got the last of the team members into ACCE, and now that we have everyone here, we will be getting into the game very shortly and deciding where exactly this clash will take place. And it is my great hope that we will see
Vertigo.
not Vertigo, anything else. Not Ruby.
There's Agency and Ruby, and
you know, actually, usually when it comes to tournaments and stuff like that, I really like seeing the basic maps, you know, the Dust 2, the Mirage, the Inferno. But you know what? Let's be a little bit adventurous this time around. Corp League, you know, we're not interested in hardcore, you know, sweaty ass, you know, Counter-Strike, try-harding. No. You know what? Let's be adventurous. Let's go for the Vertigo or the Ruby or the Train or something. Let's see some spicy memes.
I have finally persuaded you. You are part of the group now. Welcome.
Only for this season. Only for this particular tournament. I dislike Vertigo. I dislike Train. I don't think it's a good map that you should be playing
Train
on.
is a good map.
It's a good map, but you should not be playing games on Vertigo and Train if you don't have the core maps down. That is my philosophy, right? You have to have the core maps down as a team, because a lot of the time you see the teams, they're not prepared for the core maps, and they're not prepared for any of the maps, and they make a lot of mistakes. They don't have the rotational awareness. They make, you know, small mistakes that they definitely could clean up if they brushed up on their core maps first and then branched out. I'm going to stick with that philosophy.
My philosophy is somewhat the same, but I will disagree on a few things. Let's keep Vertigo, you know. I want to see them keep Vertigo. We've already had the rework on Dust. We've had the rework on a few maps. As soon as Cash comes in, Vertigo must stay. Cash must take over some place like Mirage, and then we take it from there, you know?
You know what? I'm actually not a big fan of the new Cash. It's kind of weird.
It just ruins your green crosshair, doesn't it?
Yeah, it ruins my green crosshair, yes, that's true.
How could they getting the first knife? Sorry for that, but I had to highlight that out as he was having some fun there.
Yeah, it looks like Rie's going to lose this knife. Unless Radius makes something crazy happen, but he won't. So
sorry, just staying alive there on 23 HP.
Well, I hope this isn't any foreshadowing for the next couple rounds, because you know CS and K are going to be winning, and I'm gonna look like a nonce.
No, you know the knife round, in my opinion, comes down to luck.
Yeah,
If you
I mean,
have that
that's
just
true.
the right distance, for that first left click, you're already scaring someone off. But when you have it wrong, that's what's making it a bit sad. But the old patchy would be happy, as we do see that we are going to be watching Overpass.
I don't really have anything against this map aside from I personally just don't like playing it more as much as I like playing other maps, but I think it's fine. And yeah, it's definitely something we can see some interesting plays on, depending on what teams decide to do. And the thing is about this map is that a lot of people don't realize how absolutely ridiculously powerful shotguns are on this map. And we were actually talking earlier, when we were just chatting before the game, we were talking about Ed Meister and his shotguns. And something tells me that we'll be seeing some of that pretty soon.
Well, if you have to be honest, when you use the shotgun, it's going to be in one of two places, especially on this map. You're going to be using the shotgun in either lowers, which is a good area. You can flash it down, smoke it off, and then have a nice angle for the shotgun. Or when you are sitting on B, close to water or monster, but you will be having to have that close angle, or a very tight angle, not an open angle you can just get tapped quickly.
But
want to get a surprise on them.
Shotgun angles, talking about shotgun angles, people don't realize how many of them there are on this map. Like, if you say, for example, theoretically, everyone on your team, let's say you're on the CT side, everyone on your team took a shotgun and went and spread out across the map. You could conceivably hold every single point on the map with a shotgun if you did it right. You could hold long with a shotgun by hiding around that close corner, and instead of peeking long, just
Bathrooms is difficult though.
Bathrooms is kind of difficult, but if you wait around the corners instead of being aggressive, then you have the angle every time. If you fall back
Unless
to
you
the
set
A
at
site,
Optimus.
well, I mean, you could even just fall back to the A site and sit on the site with a shotgun and wait for them to, just take the site and then shoot them while they're on the site with a shotgun. B, you can hold close to monster, you can hold short, or you can sit in water. Water's a pretty good place as well. You can pop up with the shotgun and just do some serious damage there. So there's a lot of space to play. Like you said, there's also that space there in connector and lowers. That's a great space for shotguns. You can kind of just blast it down everywhere. There is a good spot, around here, fountains and playground as well. If you hide around those nice little
You found this?
cheats
Yeah.
there. So
Lowe's is my favorite. I'm gonna be honest with you. Lowe's is my
use these
favorite
shotguns.
place to have it. Because
Yeah, I mean,
when
you
you
do
take
the
a
right
look at
damage
it,
as well.
in Lowers, especially on the city side, you come into Lowers, you smoke off the angle, and if you smoke it just right, your smoke lands right about the wire coils, which means the moment they push just past it, you have it open, and you can obliterate anyone.
Yep. So I'm predicting that we see some shotguns, and probably from Ed Meister.
Definitely from Ed Meister. He's a big fan and a big lover of the shotgun.
Yeah. So I think we'll definitely be seeing that. But yeah, well, it looks like these teams are staying on the side, so that means CNS Constructi, they're going to be on the CT side, and RE Accounting, or RE Accounting?
Or accounting, yeah.
RE Accounting, right. They're going to be on the T side. And when we talk about overpass, particularly in terms of strats and whatnot, obviously that B site is much closer for the terrorists to take, so that is a big priority usually early on, which is why you see the CTs are stacking that B site right now. But it seems like terrorists, they've decided to take that fountain angle, and now CTs adjusting for it, falling back and moving their players around a little bit so they can have a bit more balance.
Yes, they definitely have adjusted for it nicely, especially with this very, very slow push that's coming in from the terrorist side now. They have made a bit of noise there towards mid. There's a gunshot or two flying out, but with that being audible, you are going to get the CTs rotate very quickly.
Yeah, once it takes this long, you know it's not the B side for sure. So you can rotate most of your players off instantly. Aku's going to get a nice little headshot. Yo. Bane kill. Going to be getting one as well.
Nice trade-off that we see there happening.
Swari takes down Phoenix. The Radius going to take a long-winded battle with Swari, but wins it out in the end. But it's a 1v3 and a a USP retrieved. And oh, what a one-tap from Radius. That's one hell of a head tap right there.
Jana, I'll tip my hat to that shot. It was a beautiful shot that we saw happening right there. He is, however, going to be making a bit of a push here.
Yeah, he's taking a bit of a jog, but this might catch them off guard. Unless they hear it. Slave?
No.
He's in the right spot to hear it, but they haven't actually heard any sound cues. This might just catch them off guard right now.
Oh,
they are looking the complete wrong way.
No, they are looking entirely the wrong way, which is... Oh, now, Yuri.
But Yuri, that game sense kicking in. They know that it simply can't be. The possibility is there, and it turns around just at the right time.
And no one pushes us when they're already in bathrooms.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing to save there either. So the CTs, they know there's no reason that the T would be saving. So that game sense kicks in. They look around, spot him out, take him down.
Hey, look at it! He's got it.
There it is. There's the XM. The shotgun that we predicted would happen is happening. And the power that it has on these maps, it's got to do something here. Oh, Caleb Bear with that spray down.
Oh, yeah, almost getting
there it is. The shotgun. It is doing its job beautifully. The power of the shotgun.
This Ed Meister making good work of that XM1014. He made sure that he got onto side close angles where needed.
Bane kill going to take down Phoenix. It's going to give away one of the positions. It's a 2v2, but Kayla, 28 HP versus full HP on both the CT side. But the shotgun, it doesn't matter how much health you have. You're going to go bye-bye if they...
It's always 1 to 2 shots that you're going to have to face off.
Oh, finally Banekill takes down Ed Meister, but the time is working against Banekill right now. Has to tap the bomb, and is just going to... Oh, what a flick! This might be the defuse.
It's going to be close.
He has it!
That was very, very
one
close.
Hell of a flick. That is brilliant. Taps it, sees the head, and just flicks over, shoots it instantly, and manages to get the defuse. Round 2 for CNS Construxy. Damn, it looks like your bank on the CNS might just be a good bank.
No,
You're a gambling man?
It can't be. It cannot be, because this is only the start. You know, we're still getting into this. So
absolutely, but it's a great start.
Let's give it at least another 2-3 rounds. CNS Construction obviously being very aggressive there towards mid fountains.
Yeah, we see quite a lot of utility used there towards that fountains area, but now the CTs, they know they can get a bit aggressive here on B site, but you're going to be checking that out, clearing it out, making sure there's no Ts towards B, and now they know the strategy. They should be aware that most of the Ts, or all of the Ts, are here towards this mid position. Just
well, they do have the full control over mid, even lowers at the moment as it stands.
Yeah, but
if you just take a look there, it's very close. There's a Radius and Bot Yuri are basically giving each other a hug through a wall, and they don't even know it.
Yuri actually is going to see that utility come out, knows there has to be at least one player right here. Slow checks it. Here's the little spray. Has some support from a friend on short. He's going to hear the reload as well. So they know at least somebody is in connector.
And now
there it is. The patience plays, and it pays off. But you're going to take down Zeradius. Swari, aim battle on long, and is going to win that against Aku.
The spray control was insane.
3v5 right now for Ori accounting. And now I'm kind of sad that we don't have another shotgun on Edmeister.
Oh, who told him to get off the shotgun?
I don't know. I don't know. But for shame to whoever told him to get off the shotgun. He's on an AK though, so he needs to find the heads, and it's not going to happen. But Yuri, so on point right now. 6 seconds, not enough time to plant. This is going to be the third round for CNS Construxy. And also an upgrade for Bayuri. An upgrade which Bayuri deserves.
Yes, and he almost got another pick off there in the end.
Did he get 3 frags, I think, Bayuri? That was a 3 kill. Good stuff from him.
He did get a third one, if I'm not mistaken. One of the shots was a headshot with a spray that just went through the smoke.
Yeah, and then there was a collat, I think, as well.
No, it was not a collat. It would have been, but just after it.
Yeah, but anyway, finally we're going to see the T's rushing towards B, not the standard setup that they have been using, which has been traditionally slow, which I think is a good change of pace. Actually, T going to run straight through the Flames at Meister with the shotgun, trying to get something to happen with the CTs. They won't have any of that. They say, no, goodbye, it's not working today.
It did a bit of damage.
Blade is going to go
not
down.
enough.
But the CTs, they have the site on lockdown, no problem. Everyone has gone down. Phoenix, last one alive, going to take down one with them, but ultimately lose the round again. 4-0 in favor of CNS Constructi.
And 4K there for Bot Yuri.
Yeah. So far, CNS doing a really good job of just winning, I suppose. They seem to have a pretty good bet of stacking on B there, and they had that site pretty much perfectly covered. I don't think there were too many mistakes made there, so that was really good to see. Oh, Bane kill. Gonna take
Wow,
that
that was
timing
beautiful.
shot, and that just pays off huge dividends right there. Takes down Aku immediately. And immediately, the T's are going to find themselves in a man disadvantage, and they're also on a save round. Basically,
Except for
no money.
Edmaster. He wants to
Except for
make money.
Edmaster. He has that shotgun, but he is going to be on $600, so if he doesn't get any kills here, it's going to be a little bit of a rip. So,
It's going to be a permanent 600 then.
yeah, if Edmeister doesn't get anything, we're going to have to
Bane
spam
kill.
Fs in the chat. Bane kill's on point. Nice 2 frags so far. Just really quick on rotation with that AWP.
Yes,
Now
and
it's on to
doing
the Eagle.
very quick peeks with it.
And a shotgun. Can it work? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen a Deagle or P250 and a shotgun work too well against a 3v5 with full guns and an AWP who seems to be on point right now.
I don't know what you've been missing, but sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do, but you know what? I don't think this is one.
Oh,
Edmeister
Edmeister coming in there with a
kill.
first headshot. 3 nukes.
Getting that kill onto Pah.
Yeah.
Now it's a 2v3, and I might just have to eat my words, but never mind. Bane kill's still on point, and gonna clean that one up, get the defuse. And once again, I don't have to eat my words, because I'm a big brain man who knows how to make a big brain predict.
Now, you made a big brain prediction, but come on, you did vote for Ori accounting there in the beginning. Come now.
Absolutely.
Let's
But
be
you know what?
honest.
I guess you're right. I am a little bit surprised right now, so it might seem like I'm recoiling. But you know what? I think they can do it. RE accounting, they have the ability. Edmeister, Caleb,
I know they
I
do.
think it's possible. But they need to get the ball rolling right now. They need some serious frags. They need some wins. They need that snowball from CNS to stop. And finally, Banekill going to miss a shot. 50 HP. And this might be the opening that they need. They just need a pick somewhere to get things rolling.
Well, there's a lot of spam flying out there with the shots at the moment, but it's not a very unconventional layout that we see at the moment. You know, having 2 towards each side, 1 long, 1 short, 1 lowers, 1 holding the upper of what is back B, and then Aqua there in the water.
It is a very spread out setup, as you say, but I see that Edmeister is on long, and there's no one here
The
to stop him.
radius.
This might be a great pincer attack onto A site. Actually, Banekill and Swarry going to go down. So Radius going to take that kill. And that's going to give a nice opening. The exact opening that I was talking about that RE accounting needed. But Edmeister not going to check the corners quick enough. Bomb does go down, though. And it is on B, so that is a little bit of a bait and switch there.
Now, a very smart play that we see there with them initiating towards the A side and doing a lot of damage towards A. Oh, as Kayla unfortunately does go down.
Ooh, Phoenix going to get taken out by Slave. Aku almost gets 2, but just can't do it. And so, once again, 14 and 19 HP. C and S Constructi clutching out that round to give themselves 6-0. I thought that was going to be an RE accounting round. Not even going to lie. They got the 2 opening picks that they needed. They got the bait and switch. They baited the CTs to rotate to A. They got the bomb plant, and yet still, somehow, CNS Constructi managed to clutch that one out and win it.
No, they really did well there, CNS Constructive. I'll be honest with you, 100%. I was banking on Aria Counting taking that round because they played it phenomenally well. They really used the angles that they had. And they got the peaks when necessary. Bait and switch for the plant, and that's just that tiny bit of aftercare that was not 100% perfect that gave CNS Construction the opening.
Yeah, and that's seems to be the downfall right now. Ed Meister going to be flying out with that shotgun at record speed, and he's going to get taken down just as fast. Putt takes that kill, but no more going to come of it. Slave right here to hold something out. Meanwhile, Banekill goes down to Zeradius.
Very nice pick of there for Zeradius.
Suarez right here. The door opens. Sound Cue's going to go out, and that's going to give the edge once again to Zeradius, who's just been playing pretty well so far.
But just surviving there on 57 HP.
Yeah, and I must say, the thing is, this gives me hope. Maybe Reace take this round. 17 HP on Zeradius, though, is going to make me a little bit of a doubter. He is going to get the bomb down. But, you know, with the history of CNS clutching out rounds like these, you know, the wonder, can Zeradius do it? Have been on point so far, getting a decent amount of frags. Zeradius top fragging for the T side. Maybe...
The only thing that... Sorry for interrupting. The only thing scary is with this is... Where do you hold?
Yeah, that's true. And Putt is just going to be perfect on that peak. And Zeradius, unfortunately, you can't watch everywhere at once. And like you said, you know, where do you watch? It could be anywhere at that point. You know, there's no cues coming out in Per in the right place at the right time. And that just seems to be the general theme right now for CNS Constructive. It just goes. It just goes for them, I suppose.
It does, but I have a question for you now. So, we have this situation now where we have the bomb plant. Or we can get the bomb plant. When you are in Aria Counting's shoes, if I can put it like that. Do you then perhaps plant it so it looks a bit more like you're planting for bathrooms? And then you sit long? Or what would you think? Because...
You know what? If that were me, I think what I would have done is maybe planted for bathrooms. And maybe made my way down into bank or something like that to hold the angle from B side, because I know that the last CT is there on B, and so maybe if they rotate the quick route, I can catch them off, and then if I hear the bomb being defused, maybe I can push onto the side. Something like that, something to throw them off. But unfortunately, you know, sometimes you're just not in it. And as I'm talking, Bot Yuri going to get that boost up. Edmeister 360 goes down immediately. Zeradius going to take down Swari, and Aku also goes down to Banekill in those bathrooms there. So we get some quick trades here, and once again, Aria counting on the back foot.
Yes, well, this is one thing that me and you have been speaking about from round one when we started out here, is we want to see those trades happening, and they're not instant trades just yet, but we do see these guys, you know, alright, CT's picking, they get the kill, and just somehow miraculously we do have the T's on the other side, right in position to take that repeak and get that refrag out. Which is good. We're seeing what we want to see. Now we just need them to step it up.
For a second there. Match is still going to go on. Edmeister was dead anyway, though, so it's not going to affect too much. But, yeah, you know, you're talking about this this refragging going on here, and that is definitely a big part of what it takes to win games. You know, if you just play for refrags and you have advantage, you pretty much always win those. And right now, CNS, they are winning those.
They are really playing it smart. They're varying their positions every round for where they're holding from. There goes the Radius.
We're going to get a DC from Phoenix as well, so I'm assuming there's going to be a technical pause here.
Definitely technical pause.
And as we wait for Phoenix and Edmeister to reconnect, hopefully they have not been hit by the dastardly load shedding, but I don't think there was any schedule for today, if I'm not mistaken.
Not that I am aware of. I am double checking that actually as we are speaking. And according to my knowledge, there is no load shedding, so it could just be a minor ISP related issue, or anything can happen. So let's hope Thumbs and Outland do return to us shortly.
Hopefully they are back quickly. But yeah, what I'm seeing so far is definitely quite a decisive game from CNS, and I'm not sure if this is just, you know, something lucky or if they really are on point. You know, I've been seeing some really good stuff, good plays from CNS, and they managed to win the clutches that they need to win. They haven't dropped a single round so far, and we're already going into round 9. So
Well,
now I
that-
wonder.
Well, Bot Yuri is sitting on a 7.0 kill death ratio, with an average damage per round of 176 and 72 utility damage. So he's really bringing it.
Yeah, 14 frags there for only 2 deaths. Literally the top frag in the server right now, followed closely by Banekill and Puh, as well as the Radius. So Bot Yuri's actually doing quite a bit of work here for the team.
He's doing too much. Let's put it out like that. Well, he's doing
Well,
good.
not even too much. The rest of the team not even looking bad. On the side of Ori accounting, it's 8-4 and then 1-4-1. But on the side of CNS, it's 14 and then 8-4 and 2. So Banekill and Pa and even Slave, putting in a good amount of work there as well. Not really letting the team down.
No, they are definitely not. They are really playing well. These guys on the side of Seniors Constructie, my goodness, if I was new to the scene, I would definitely say these guys are playing a lot. They're a form team and they are out there. But we obviously know what things are like. So these guys are really, they've got good communication as well. If you take a look at how they're rotating, we obviously can't hear the communications, but how these guys are communicating must be phenomenal, because the rotations are there when they need it. They're holding when they should need.
Yeah, absolutely. You're spot on with that analysis right there. And as we go into this, we see Ori accounting, they're relegated to 3 Mac 10s. Ed Meister once again going to go down early. And this is I think the 3rd time in a row that I've seen Ed Meister go down as the first death in the entire round, which is kind of concerning. That's not a player that you want to see go down so early. That's the kind of player you want to see making entrances or some sort of something happen for the team, and instead going to go down immediately, and that's going to leave the T side with 2 AKs and 2 Mac 10s. Finally, Zeradius going to be stepping up once again to get those frags. And
Yeah, he's definitely doing a bit of damage there.
players. But it's still 2 Mac 10s and 2 AKs. They have to make this work somehow.
Well, I don't know about you, but to my knowledge, a Mac 10 is known as a headshot gun.
Oh, yeah. For
You
sure.
spray for everything and you only hit headshots, apparently. Well, not when Toothy is holding it, but when everybody else is holding it.
Well, I must say I do favor the Mac 10 as well. It's one of my favorite SMGs that I like to use quite often, especially when you're in a bit of a pickle. It's a nice cheap gun to buy, so definitely one of
Well,
those.
a
Phoenix
lot
going to
of
get
spray down.
Slave and Putt.
Oh.
He manages to get that. Almost gets a second, but really is cornered right now. Finally, Zeradius going to get that, but actually gets tagged down 4 HP as well. A little bit hanging on the balance here. Actually, Yuri going to go down, and that's the top fragger down, and Aku cleans that one up nicely. And finally, the first round on the board for Ori accounting. It has
Now
been
the celebrations start. We've got it. We're going in it, and they're going full on it. I can promise you that. We're going to see a whole new side of Ori accounting right here, right now. These guys have finally pushed that barrier. They've broken it, and they're going to, perhaps, if all goes well now, be a little bit more aggressive. We do see a bit of a delay by there. Phoenix is still deciding on whether the AK or the Mac 10 is going to be profitable.
Well, speaking of that, you say we're going to see something from Ori Ace, and I hope that is the situation. I definitely hope that happens. And Aku, there's going to be that opening frag. He's going to get traded out, though. Banekill on point.
Not
there.
expecting
Actually
that
gets caught with
second.
nade in hand. That's not how you want to get caught at all.
Definitely not. No, but a very smart pick there as Yuri gets a headshot there on Chikela. But the double peek on long by CNS Constructie, that was something that I do not recall seeing.
Yeah, that is definitely an interesting thing that might catch the opposing team off guard. So definitely a big brain play there. It looks like Phoenix is still AFK in spawn though. Hasn't
No,
picked
she's
up
still deciding. Unfortunately, her time has run out, but she can't decide anymore, but we'll see what she gets up to just now. I'm pretty sure she's still there.
Well, is sitting in spawn still, not doing much. Pistol out, not moved. But with Phoenix being in the spawn here, that's going to mean that it is a 2v2, technically, in theory. Slave and P versus Aku and Ed Meister, who's on 29 HP. Bomb will go down, though, so... Actually,
Not just yet, but
not just yet, indeed.
if we have to be honest, okay, we see Phoenix is now alive. There we go.
Finally. Phoenix is alive, and this has to happen now. The bomb has to go down soon. Finally, Aku going to get that pick that's desperately necessary, and the bomb's going to go down with just a little sliver of time remaining. Aku going to spot down the last player as well, takes down the slave, and that was almost too close for comfort. I was getting a bit stressed there.
No, definitely, but if you take a look at it like this, alright, yes, Phoenix might have been in spawn, whatever reason. But with Phoenix not being there, if you were on the side of Sinus Constrictor, it's like, we've seen only 2 of these guys. They're supposed to be 3. Now, obviously, the third one can't just be waiting on the angle to wait for when to peak. So, where is the third one?
A bit of
That's
an
the
unknown
question.
element. Well, as we talk about that, so many trades. Radius goes down, Edmeister take down Swari and goes down himself. Per and Yuri going to go down. And
Kayla
Bankill,
doing some work.
66. Yeah, the CTs were on a bit of a save there, so not surprised, but they have upgraded. But it doesn't matter. Apparently, Caleb just says, you've upgraded, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to beat you. Bankill, last one left alive, might be in a good position to get one if Phoenix is not on point, but he's going to miss the shot and jump away. But now they know the positioning of Bane, and this should
And
be
they're
an
forcing
easy
him
round.
towards the general direction, it seems, so they're forcing him away from the site.
Yeah, and Banekill just going to save this AK. They didn't start off with anything except a couple of pistols, so Banekill going to be happy to upgrade and just run away, but might run face first into a ready and waiting Phoenix. Might be rotating a bit too far, and it is not going to spot out Phoenix at all. Goes down, loses the save. That little gun not going to be available for them this time around.
But also, it's a matter of like, Ori Cunning just got the plant. You're the last one alive, so the obvious idea is to back out of this. But where do you really back out to? Because
Yeah,
you
why
are
would you
not
go
safe
there?
anyway. Even
But
with
I mean,
three of
if
them
you-
alive.
If you know that they've planted on B, surely you run to A or to long or somewhere. But why would you go back towards that kind of B controlled area?
Maybe
You're
get
almost
those extra
guaranteed
frags.
to lose that gun. I suppose so. Maybe a little bit greedy for frags there. In that case, but yeah, I suppose it is what it is. CS, they are going to be able to buy up M4s for themselves. They don't have too much in the way of utility. They have one single smoke who's on Banekill, and he did actually trade that for a helmet, so Banekill not going to have that available. Now, 2 kits for the CTs, whereas Ari accounting, they've got Ed Meister on that shotgun once again.
And Aku
Gonna
with
take
these
down
headshots.
Slave going to get naded down to some serious HP. Going to take down Aku, though. So Radius takes down Slave. Banekill spamming through the smoke. Can't really get anything else.
He's been spotted
Finally
there,
gets another one. So many kills for Banekill. What is going on here? 14 HP for the guy, and he's still going. And it's a 1v1 now. 14 HP for Bane, but apparently health doesn't matter for Bane. It's just kill after kill, frag after frag, just transfer after transfer, and it almost wins that one. So close. 10 HP on Caleb there, though. But actually,
Big.
Ari accounting, they're going to win that one again. And finally, my hope is restored. Humanity restored. 8 to
I told
4.
you.
Well, you were right. It's good.
I told you, we're
good
going to see a different side. And even what you saw in that round there, Kayla using very, very proper trigger discipline. No, she knows she can get the shots. She's not spamming, she's not spraying it. She's just giving those little taps. It was not a full click. It was just tap, 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 tap. And that's how she managed to adjust the aim and get those headshots.
Yeah, well, you know, if they keep playing like that, then good chance that they'll be able to come back and in the second half maybe do some better work than we saw in the beginning of this half.
Yes.
Aku going to take down 2. Alright, so easy. Nice entry frags there. Banekill going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Has to retreat. Going to give the T's access to the site. CTs only have pistols to work with. Phoenix going to go down to 1, but Aku right there to take it back. And the last one left alive is Swari. Bomb going to go down. Now, it's up to Swari to do as much damage as possible with this pistol. And talking of... Oh, actually, I was going to say, speaking of damage, Swari, but actually it's Kayla who just that gets the quick switch, and those pistol shots not on point for Swari there.
But it was
gonna be
very close. She
round.
survived with a mere 7 HP. So
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
very, very close.
Very close, but, you know, when you got a pistol, you got to be aiming for those heads, or it is GG. Finally, though, CT's going to be able to pick up 2 AWPs, so we are going to see that double AWP set up for them. to maybe start bringing these rounds back under control. Whereas on the side of
strange to see
RE,
these hard buys, if I can put it out like that. Oh, as Ed Meister comes in.
that shotgun is doing work. They take full control of that B site, and everything's going crazy. Pooh gonna go down, Slave gonna go down, Bomb gonna go down, and that's gonna be a
Meister
very
just
quick and
rolling
decisive.
with it. He was having a ball there. But
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's the converse of what we were seeing earlier. You know, Ed Meister running in there and dying first on sight. I guess this is the opposite of that. When the team runs in and Ed Meister's just getting those opening frags, you know, shotgun to the face, not much you can do about that. And that's going to mean the CTs actually have to save here.
definitely. But like I said to you, we're seeing a different side. But what was worrying me is the fact that we saw CNS Constructie bought 2 ops. Now on the left, bought Yuri with no cash. 9 kills on 150. Yes, they do have the lost bonus. Now, when you're on CTs, the lost bonus is going to bring in about $3,400. But if we have to be honest about it,
And they're not even going to take that with them.
then not even going to have that full. So, what do you do? Because Painkill has been phenomenal with the orb. Now he cannot afford it. So, my
Now you
opinion would
just
be...
force.
Now it's a 4, so perhaps you should have done an SMG buy in the previous round, risk losing the round, and now have a full buy for the last round.
Maybe that is the strat. I'm not sure. That does sound like a definitely a good investment. You know, try with the SMGs, maybe a half buy, see what you can do, and then go into the last round as best as you can. But it seems they've done that the opposite way around. They did pick up the 2 ops to do what they can, and just got absolutely smashed in the face by a shotgun. And now Bart Yuri is going to be taking that page out of Ed Meister's book, picking up the.
Oh no, he wants it. He wants that money, but it's too late now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the last round of the half, so it is what it is. And then the execute comes in from the T's onto the A site. Might just be a free site. There's one player stuck right in the back.
And
Meister's looking in the right place. Actually, Bart Yuri going to get a nice shotgun kill there, but now the range is getting a bit longer. You have to play around that smoke. Oof, and really is.
And Meister will fall.
Shotgun try and work, and it's not going to work too well. Now the CTs, they have to do something. It's a 2v2. They tap the bomb. Smoke goes down. No kit on Soiree. They might just spam through the smoke, and if they do, they might just win this one. The defuse is actually going to come in, and they're not hitting the spray. This could be up, but the knife comes in. Okay, I was about to say, you better follow that one up. That was definitely too close.
That was like 0.01. That was so close.
I mean, that whole spray there was missing, and then they came in with the knife, knifed once, and then almost didn't knife again. It is going to be 8-7 as we switch half, though, changing sides, and now it's up to RA Accounting to show us what they can do on the CT side.
This is something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and we're going to see some P250s picked up for CNS Constructie. Meanwhile, Ed Meister on his trademark dualies. We were actually talking about this as well earlier on. These,
I told you,
dualies
is a thing.
It is a thing,
It's not
yeah.
old school, it is meta, it's there.
you're telling me dualies are meta. I'm not
I did
so
not
inclined to
say
believe.
it's meta entirely, let's put it like that. But it's strong, and he's rocking the exact same skin as I am. It's
All
Dueling
right,
Dragons.
let's meet in the middle. Let's say dualies, they can be strong in the right hands. Let's say that.
They can bring out a phenomenal play. They can also show...
Trades going back and forth, but it is going to be in the favor of CS Constructie. Aku going to be the last one left alive. Does get a nice head tap, but is going to have to hit quite a few more of those if he wants to win this one out. The bomb is down.
Actually, it's just 3, so it's just 3 bullets.
It is 3 bullets, but that has to be 3 heads or nothing. And it's not going to be 3 heads, and that's going to mean 2 HP for Aku and most likely a quick demise. And there it is. That's going to be 9 rounds for CNS, and they open up the second half pretty strong.
I'm hoping against all odds, not for the sake of Auric hunting, but I'm hoping against all odds that we don't see the same repeat of 8 rounds and then it starts turning over.
Well, I mean, that would make for a seriously interesting game. You know, if Aria Accounting doesn't give us anything in this beginning of the second half, like they did in the first half, then and then they start pulling it back like they did at the end of the first half, then we might just be seeing an overtime. that word that you don't want me to say, but that I like.
I'm just gonna go like, la 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 la, I did not hear a single thing that you've just uttered. My ears are bleeding right now.
We are going to see the
here
teams
comes in with that smoke initiation onto the side.
move towards A. Akka going to take down Swari. Slave is going to be here. Has to be on point. Not going to be on point. Akka is taken down.
MP9.
MP9 is a gun to be made an argument for. It does do the work, but actually the MAC-10 is going to be doing even more work than that. Yuri and Bainkill pretty low, but they have the bomb, and it's a 1v2. And now Kayla Bear either has to pick up some SMGs for herself.
I know, and she leaves the molly lying on site.
Actually, okay, does go for the SMG, thankfully. And see, here's the bomb go down. Is going to rotate, and this is entirely possible. Kayla has the SMG, and both of the T's are very, very low. She can catch them out here. It is definitely possible, but it has to get done very quickly, and these angles have to be checked.
And also, it's not just that.
Oof, the pre-fire comes in. That could have been good if there was somebody there, but there isn't, and that's going to be Bainkill. Too many angles for one person to check all at once in so little time. And CNS, they're going to take another one in the second half.
No, definitely. But the MP9's firing rate is so phenomenally quick.
It really is, and it's definitely
You really have to love it, not to hate it, because, I mean, it's a single click and 6 bullets gone instantly.
Yeah,
you think
I mean, if that's a hit, that's
your
a kill.
fastest click.
Yeah, for sure. I do like running the MP9 as well, especially on the tight, close angles, where you don't really have to aim too much. You kind of just aim for the general direction of the head and you just let her rip.
Yeah, because the spray pattern is pretty much that of a big saucer.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to see Phoenix getting really aggressive there towards Monster and takes down Swari, who was not expecting that too much. Now, that's going to be a man advantage for the CTs, and that's what they needed to kind of get things going. And Zeradius going to be here, has to be so on point because there are two more, and actually is going to get caught knife in hand, taken down. Now it's up to Aku to defend pretty much everything. Famous not doing the work. It's a 3v3, but Phoenix 16 HP. Edmeister has the shotgun though, so that could be a game changer if he gets up nice and close. But it is.
But he first has to get there.
It is a big if, yes. If.
And he is very far away at the moment.
Yeah. Slave gets that easy push. Going to spot out the second one, and Edmeister also going to go down to the AK. And that's just unfortunate. Edmeister wasn't really there when he needed to be. Couldn't make the plays happen. It's taken down. A little bit of a.
I was hoping he would get at least one kill with that.
Yeah, I mean, if he had rotated probably back through the stairs there towards the A site, could have gotten something, maybe made something happen if he got aggressive through the smoke. Definitely could have changed up what happened in that previous round. But, it doesn't always happen as best as you would want it to happen. And, sometimes in game things just don't go the way you want them to. They don't go as efficiently as they could be. And, 11 rounds for CNS. And for those of you who've just joined us, or maybe joined us after we pitched this one at you, there is a giveaway, and it is a nice giveaway. It is a giveaway where you could win something that I would definitely say is worth entering this giveaway for. Toothy, tell us, what can we win in this giveaway?
Definitely. Guys, remember the giveaway from REA's Esports, and join with Fokov Lager there. It's 2 cases of beer for 2 winners. And all you really have to go and do is like REA's Esports, like Fokov Lager, share the post, comment in the original post that you can find on Facebook there, FL-Corp, tag 3 of your friends, because the more chances, the better. And obviously your friends can share with you. And then that's the steps you have to follow, and you can win some nice beer that you can put in the fridge, have them ice cold, and enjoy it responsibly with a friend.
Absolutely, and also, as we mentioned earlier when we told you guys about the giveaway, the cans, they look very, very nice. Fokov Lager, they have a nice little MK11 theme going there, so if you guys are fans of Mortal Kombat, then that's a nice can to keep, as a little souvenir or whatever. So
I was just about to say that, the can actually, it does not state that it's a limited edition, not that I know of, but a can
Where
like
else are you going to
this.
get an MK11 can of beer?
Exactly. I mean, it's got Sub-Zero on there. You can find Johnny Cash on there. You can find Jade on there. You know, it's going to be like a collector's edition can, whether it's empty or full. But, you know, having a can like this is something that you can perhaps have in a bit of a box, you know, stowed away, and you can show, look, I have these limited edition or not limited edition cans, which are really nice to look at. They're not bad.
It's always nice to look at a cool gamer can. Hashtag gamer time. Finally, though, the pause is going to run out. Hashtag game on, yeah, indeed. The pause runs out, we get into game, and it looks like Ari Accounting, they're going to be on a bit of a half buy. Ed Meister picks up the shotgun as usual, the rest of them pistols for everyone, against AKs and SG 553 and an MP5 SD.
So, there's a lot of buy for the CNS, and it's very light buy again for Ari Accounting.
It is, but they do have a couple of nades, so it does indicate to me that they have some sort of plan to at least try and use this. And actually, a quick little peek from the CT is going to spot out 3 Ts, and they know exactly what's going on. And that's actually going to give them the cue to start throwing those nades. And Flash comes in, nades go out. Kayla, just on that flank, they're going to get a nice little pick onto Slave. Swari, they take down Aku. But actually, that Ed Meister on that shotgun is just doing the work, absolute work
surviving.
for the CTs there. Ooh! Does go down to a nice little flick from Pooh, but doesn't really matter. Phoenix trades that one out, and suddenly, Ari Accounting, they get themselves into a round that they should, theoretically, not have won. Ed Meister doing so much work with that shotgun.
I told you be careful of that XM 1014, and Ed Meister's on it again. This guy wants to make some serious dough with that gun.
I mean, if there's somebody that you want to see on the shotgun, though, it is Ed Meister 360. You know, that's the kind of guy you want to see on the shotgun, wreaking havoc like he just did, and just turning the tides of a seemingly unwinnable situation, and just going ham.
Yes, but a very interesting play that we do see happen here is they start off this round slow. But, you know, when you're CTs, you don't really expect the Ts to start off that slow. So they're starting off a slow round, trying to force the CTs out of as much util as they possibly can.
Yeah, maybe catch a couple of people out with that slow play, as you say. But it looks like the CTs, they're playing a bit more patiently, so that is definitely good to see from them. They are ready for a bit more patient play. They've retreated to site.
Slave is taking some damage there.
Yeah, Slave, I think, took about 45 damage from a nade that was thrown earlier on in the round. Are going to be trolling around mid here towards bathrooms, kind of just putting their feelers out, seeing what's going on. The CTs, they are more than ready for this. They have the angles held nice and close. The radius up there. Taylor Bear also watching bathrooms. They should be ready for this. The radius gets 1. There's
that's
the trade.
true.
Nice crossfire. So the radius does go down, but that's going to give them nice information. Aku there. Nice peek. Oh, brilliant stuff on that AWP there. Holding everything down. And Phoenix on the flank just to clean it up. And that's another round for Ari Accounting. Good stuff. They are bringing this back once again. Still got a little ways to go.
That was a phenomenal play that we saw there.
It was. They had a nice crossfire up towards bathroom, and they Aku really on point with the awareness. Just flicks over to long, takes a shot, and then flicks back over to towards mid there, and just gets a nice headshot. That was very clean. It was very few people who can hit such tiny shots, and just the head of the enemy was showing there, and they get it. Aku managed to get that one. But you're going to take down Ed Meister very early on, though, and get a free shotgun upgrade, which might do a bit of damage. But as I say, do a bit of damage. A nice concise nade from the CTs does a whole lot of damage onto those Ts. Caleb on the flank here could catch everything, and does. There goes 2. And now the Ts are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Kayla gets 3.
Kayla.
This is just everything right now. There goes a 4th. Nothing that you can do about that. Just so on point. Phoenix once again on cleanup duty. That's going to be 11 and 10.
Domination was that.
Absolutely. That was such nice... that was a really quick play from Kayla that we saw there into the bathrooms, just in the perfect place. Once they spotted him out on that B site, Kayla just rotated so quickly, was right there on the flank, and as the Ts tried to run away, she was just there to clean everything up. And
she had that angle.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was just very nice stuff that we saw there. I like this.
Obviously
This is neck and neck.
Yeah, and especially with the fact that we're talking about seeing that very quick angle.
Ooh, Slave and
Okay,
Yuri
like
push
you.
through the flames there. They get a nice little kill there, and that's going to be the opening pick that they need. And there's actually Pooh going to get down to Radius. That's going to mean that they have a bit more opening chance here, but Aku on the AWP could be holding everything down, and he is! Look at this! There's 3!
My goodness,
That's incredible! Aku, just what are you doing, my man? That's amazing. The AWP work from Aku that we're seeing right now is just absolutely on point. It is 19 HP for Aku, though, while But Yuri is on 93, so there's a bit of a health advantage. But 1v1, and the AWP doesn't really care about health. You know, if you land that shot, then it's a kill, and we've been seeing Aku landing the shot, so I do not doubt this man right now, and I am perfectly in my rights to not doubt, because Aku just finds everyone.
no,
Absolutely
definitely.
everyone.
He might clean sweep of that round. The speed and grace on that AWP. It was
That is
phenomenal.
this
to
man
witness
has
that firsthand.
60
Those
points in his
flicks are
finesse stat.
spot on. He's making me jealous.
Absolutely, yeah, that is the kind of AWPing that you can only hope to achieve. Now we see some quick play towards fountains here, as the Radius is pushed up really, really far. Pushes through the smoke? Question mark? Is going to get tagged up as the Radius in a hugely difficult position now, stuck in the middle of a smoke, tagged down to 23 HP. Peeks through and actually catches almost 2 off guard. It does, there's the bomb.
It does.
There's
A
3!
good one.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that was
RE8
close.
is
Almost.
really making it work right now.
No, they're picking up the pace on this.
Yeah, they are, but Yuri going to be
let's just-
slowing the pace down a little bit, getting that frag onto Kayla. They're going to be making their way towards that B site, but Phoenix is here, could catch them out, depending on what's going on. But I mean, Aku is still alive with the AWP, and we've seen him clutch like 2 rounds now. Edmeister with that shotgun still alive. Phoenix is here. Should be able
No.
to spot these 2 Ts pretty soon. Actually, nope, does have the awareness. Definitely spots out those feet. That's going to be the information that Aku and Edmeister need. Edmeister's right here. Yuri on so few HP, and that
Edmeister.
shotgun is going to do all the damage.
He picks up those 2 kills very quickly one after the other, and he gets them on headshot as well. So there's no second shot that needs to fly out. It's done.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, like you said, that headshot is just going to mean that it doesn't matter how much health or armor you have. And Edmeister actually managed to find the player with the most health first, and then just, you know, does the cleanup on the rest, 19 HP on that last one. And finally, Ari Accounting find themselves in lead for the first time in this entire game. Edmeister making a very quick play towards Monster. T's are setting up towards B, so this play could definitely work out. Ooh,
Ooh,
Yuri. Slave is in a good position, but gets caught with grenade in hand and has to make do. Is forced off to make a bit of a bad smoke there. The molly comes in. Kayla on that flank
Kayla,
once again. Gonna spam through there, get a little bit of damage. Slave on 81 HP. Actually, Nade's going back and forth as well. Gonna tag him down a little bit lower than that. A bit of a jump spun out there from the radius.
Oh, very well planned
It was a
and
team
placed.
flash from Bane. I think Bane flashed Slave off there. Now Kayla is spamming through, but that's going to cost her.
Bangle does pick her off.
3v3, but as I say that, it's going to be Bane and Slave who are very low on HP. Whereas Edmeister's Radius and Aku, they're going to be full HP. And I mean, if we know Aku, he's going to be just taking, he's going to have a field day with this. Already
Yes,
finds
no,
the first
he's-
one.
He's taking numbers at the moment.
Yeah, and he's seen that grenade, so he knows, oh, it doesn't take the timing shot. Aku, what are you doing, my man? You could have hit that, I believe.
It's a very difficult shot to land.
It certainly is, but it doesn't matter. Aku is just on point today. It doesn't matter if he takes the timing shot or not, because he just wins them.
And now leave Slave here with a little bit of like 51 HP, but
Aku is doing so much work for the team. 28 frags, top of the server right now, and Aku has just been stepping it up, saying, alright, we lost the first few, but those few, they were just warm up. It's time for me to CT AWP. Apparently Aku likes CT AWP. Who would have known?
apparently, yeah, he has forced himself right onto the top of that ADR list. He's sitting now at the top of 132 average damage per round, which is very well
Ooh, that is some nice stats
And
right
that is
there.
a lot of damage that he is doing.
I mean, this game is a highlight reel for him, basically. Ed Meister going to find the first kill down in lowers there with that shotgun. Only going to get tagged down to 42, so it has a little bit of health to work with. The rest of the T's, though, they are towards B. Aku actually falls off, and I don't know why. Don't know what the what information came out to him, but he's going to fall off the B site. And that's going to mean that the T's actually do have a chance to crack open this B site here. Now that Aku's not watching, they have this chance, but they need to take it. They're not moving. They're kind of just sitting here. They need to start moving for this information. There comes the peak from one. Bane going to be playing for that information. They have to start moving now, though. Aku is going to definitely get restless, getting back into position on this B side, and now it's going to be basically the most difficult thing that they ever did if they push into this B side.
And Mice, unfortunately, then the bottom also falling down to a Molotov.
Yeah, once again, Aku rotates off, but I'm not sure to what call that may have been. Does rotate back very quickly, though. Bit of sound cue play. 35 seconds, though. Tears need to make something happen. Zeradius in the perfect position to just stop this monster push. Slave, though, gets that refrag.
Just in time.
Now it's up to Kayla and Aku. And Aku just steps it up again. You know, he's just been performing. And if anything, if the last rounds were anything to say, Aku wins these. And he does. There it is.
He does. He missed one shot there, but still a phenomenal play, making sure that Bot Yuri goes down as well.
Yeah, what can I say? This is just some really impressive stuff that REA, they have stepped it up. They've decided that losing doesn't suit them.
No, definitely not. But the numbers are in their favor now. If I can have a bit of a pun out there with the accountants. But it's not
Wow.
the end of the game just yet.
Wow. You no.
I had to pull that back onto Ed Mice. He is the master of puns.
Would you
And
say
then
Ed
once
Meister getting
again,
that
Ed
first frag?
Mice, and he gets the first frag. So maybe that has inspired him, although he cannot hear me.
Indeed, he has felt the ripple effect of time through your bad puns. And that's going to help him get those frags. He has the bomb down as well, so this is actually a perfect position to be in for this shotgun. That grenade, that Kobe, or Kubus as we say in South Africa, going to come out for Ed Meister. He is just
The big type is there from Aku. He's shouting it out there in all caps with exclamation marks.
as one should. Zeradius on the flank here is going to find two of those quick picks. That's going to leave Pooh in a 1v4. Not much to do.
And now, Pooh, he's sitting in a bit of a difficult position here.
Yeah, I mean, it's match point, and you got to win this, and you can't. Zeradius just going to win the fight and just shut down your dreams of winning match, or stopping from RE Accounting from winning that match point. And so it's 11-15, and now RE Accounting going from being very much down in the first half and the beginning of the second, and now they are on the precipice of winning this one. They're on match point. One more will give them that win. And
Yes.
CNS, they're on the back foot. They have to buy some P90s and a Galil and a Scout. So they're not on the best buy right now.
Yes. What it does seem to me a bit prominent here is that we do see that is on what is the more favorable side. The stronger
true, the
side.
P90 gonna take down
That's going
K.
down.
Yeah,
But-
P90s. They can do some damage. Play them right. Yuri gonna take
It's a
down
good gun,
Aku.
but it's a terrible gun at the same
That's a
time.
huge pick for the T's if they want to win this. Aku down and out for the count, but Ed Meister
Ed Meister.
stepping up his
Naughty.
place, gets a second as well. And this is just spiraling out of control for the T's. They're just going to get absolutely destroyed by this shotgun. Finally, Ed Meister going to run out of bullets, though. But it doesn't
You
matter.
almost had
Swari.
it. You almost had it. You left Bankel there on 24 HP.
Yeah, but now it's a 100 HP 1v1. And Swari has that timing. Is going to be able to cross. Does get spotted out, but the bomb could be easily going. Actually, the fake plant comes out.
And
But Phoenix didn't
I
even
don't
hear
know
the fake
how.
plant. Yeah, I don't think Phoenix heard the fake plant, and it just kind of precognitions that B play, runs very, very quickly, throws that nade. This could be... Actually,
Oh,
Swari going to
Swari
be
having to
rotating
go
back. Does have enough time, you know. So this is definitely a play
No,
I
the
agree with.
rotation in between these sides are like 15 seconds. You really have the time to run up and down, up and down.
Absolutely. Swari going to be able to get that bomb plant down, and it's going to be on Phoenix to rotate off and try and win that 1v1. But now Swari has to watch.
Oh, the angles.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot
he
of
does
angles.
hear
Gonna
it, the
take-
sound cue's there.
Did Swari spot out?
No, he heard it.
Heard sound cues. Actually plays the triggered discipline there, paying off. Definitely, Phoenix is not going to check behind him. You know, he's going to assume that where he came from was completely clear. And now it is a free headshot for Soiree, and they're going to deny that 16 rounds from RE accounting, at least for now. And that's going to be an AWP saved as well. Probably going to get picked up by Yuri, maybe? It's
Well, there's
especially
enough
considering-
funding.
I mean, Yuri got that pick onto Aku, and that was just everything. That was like the opening pick that you needed, you know? Aku clutching out so many rounds, being so devastating. You know, you see Aku go down, and maybe you see a chance. So I think Yuri picks up the AWP and hopes that he can take down Aku again.
No, definitely. But never mind that all the clutching that Aku's been doing, which has really helped in pushing him to the top of the scoreboard. Zoradius is sitting very close behind him there on 25 kills.
Yeah, lots of impact from him this game.
So we're going to see a lot of impact from these guys going forward as well. But we're sitting now at rounds 15 to 12. So 28 rounds gone. And even when you take a look at how the setup is being done here by our accounting, Zoradia is sitting very safe there on long. And the only noise being made was the noise there by Aku with the AWP.
Yeah, but this should give the information to the CTs as to the plans, and Aku going to be rotating nice and quick. Going to be setting up once again on this A site where we've seen him do so much damage, but Yuri, that's the pick that you need. That's the pick I was talking about. That is the opening pick that you need if you want to get yourself in the game. Aku going down. Zeradius, though...
Yeah, but it cost him as well. Zeradius, the second franger right there behind it, picking up two of them.
Zeradius getting caught out here, but actually wins it out. Very good stuff. Zeradius, like you said, been doing so much work as well. He's going to get taken down by Bane, though, eventually, but the trade comes through. And Pooh goes down 16 rounds for RE accounting, and we just saw such an amazing comeback, such a decisive comeback, and some amazing plays from pretty much everyone. I think everyone in this entire server has done very well for themselves, but especially But Yuri, Radius, and Aku, Ed Meister as well, doing a lot of work there with that shotgun, meme as it may be.
Yes,
And,
definitely. These
yeah.
guys really did play phenomenal. It was a feast to watch this game.
Absolutely, definitely. I'm just sitting here in awe of some of those amazing AWP shots from Aku there. Just some great plays all around, and some some good stuff from all of the teams there today.
Yes, and we will be heading very briefly into what will be our second map of the evening, or the second game. And it is Ivtech versus Nampek.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think Ivtech has been doing pretty well in this tournament so far, so that's going to be interesting.
No, definitely, and hoping to get what is necessary, so we will be sorting that out.
We're going into a pause now, a bit of a break, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe we should have one.
Cool.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run. From Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I could push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can and we can the stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
Welcome back, guys. It's gonna be game 2 of the REA's Corporate League, and we're gonna be seeing two teams clash once again, and this time it is EveCheck and Nampak. Tuthi, give us the rundown. Who are we seeing today?
Oh, that's gonna be an insane matchup. So, we have the EveCheck Lions which are supposed to be tonight Jelly Noodle, Classy, Unbecoming Lemur, Azaretti, and Tapsambong. Got that one pronounced correct. And then, as we go into the more difficult names here, for Nampak, we will have, oh my goodness, Dread Varesta, No Muff Too Tough, Bench Warmer, Fosh, and Spocky.
Alright. Well, just talking about how these teams have been performing in the league so far, EveTech looking pretty good. Their team has been doing well. I think they went like 6 in their wins, and Nampak not too far behind with 3, I believe. So yeah, we're looking for something. We're looking interesting here. I think EveTech may be the default favorites, I guess you could say, the one that looking like they would be taking this one. But I'm hoping to see another close round. You know, last game we saw the two teams kind of neck and neck at the end there. Very nice stuff from both of the teams, and I'm hoping we see that again. It's always nice to see a head-to-head clash of skill, people having fun, and everyone kind of doing a fun.
Yeah, just to add on to what you've just said there. So, these are the guys from Group 3. EveTech currently, as before we have started up here, have been sitting quite comfortably there with 6 points in favor of them, and then Nampak sitting with 3 points for them. So, obviously CNS Constructive will be moving up, getting 6 points as well. So if they do take this, they'll be sitting at the top of the log in Group 3 there with a total of 9 points should they win tonight.
Alright, well, that's pretty cool. Well, we have all of our players in the server, so thankfully we don't have to wait too long for the knife round to begin. We'll be choosing maps, and once again I'm hoping for a not Vertigo, and a not Train, and a not Ruby. I do not want to see Ruby.
Come on, it's gonna be fun. I just quickly want to, while we have the time, just give this a little bit of a shout out there. Just to remember, guys, that this is the corporate league, obviously, by our accounting. It's the REAs guys that we have to thank for putting all this together. Then Fantech, Jam.co.za, and Fokoflaga, who have all come on board with this and making it all possible.
Yeah, it's. I think it's super important to just acknowledge, sponsors of events like this and of things that happen in the gaming industry in this country, because it's important that it is supported and that everyone kind of comes together, and when people do support it, then it's important to acknowledge that, because it's important for the growth of the scene. We need to kind of put in our 10 cents and thank the people who do those big moves to put together tournaments like this and whatnot. So yeah, thanks to Reace and all the sponsors of Reace for the tournament. And yeah, and I suppose now that we're mentioning sponsors and all that good stuff, if you haven't heard about it already, then you're pretty much missing out, and you haven't been watching for I don't know how long, because there's a giveaway that Fokoflaga is graciously giving us the chance to enter, and it is for some quality prizes, if I do say so myself. Toothy,
definitely.
What are we going to be winning if we enter? What could we be winning?
What you can be winning if you do enter into this is beer, and who does not like free beer? So, yeah. Guys, it's the REA's esports giveaway. It's 2 cases of beer for 2 winners, sponsored by Fokoflaga, and it's very easy to win. All you have to do is like REA's esports on Facebook, go and like Fokoflaga on Facebook, you share this post, obviously the original post, don't share your friend's post because that is not going to help you, but share the original post, comment on the original post saying FL-Corp, tag 3 of your friends in it, because if you have a friend that wins, it means you get some. And remember, guys, this is obviously something for people 18 and over, because it is beer that we are talking about, so we have to put out as well, do drink responsibly. And do not drink and drive.
Yes, indeed. And we're going into the knife round here, now that we've ended off that good giveaway that you must enter, because who doesn't want free beer? And yeah, let's see who wins this one before they get to decide what maps go in and out, and I'm hoping that we see some reasonable maps. Let's just put it like that: reasonable maps.
Reasonable maps. As Nampak's down to one man there with the knives going in favor of Iftik. Iftik being very quick to getting into those double doors.
Yeah, that was nice and fast from them. They got the pretty quick play there and won the advantage. So now we're going to see what the teams want to play. Please be reasonable. Please be
Vertigo. Please be Vertigo.
You know, I would say that if we had someone like Ed Meister in the game, I would like to see Vertigo because it's just crazy. You know, maybe he pulls out a shotgun, goes ham on Vertigo. But it looks like that won't be the case, and we're going to be seeing a map that we are now familiar with over the last couple hours.
I'm sad. It is overpass. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad map. You know, like I said earlier, it's not one of my personal favorites, just because I'm more comfortable on other maps. But there is an argument to be made. This map in particular, you know, it has a lot of opportunities to kind of make some amazing plays. Like we saw Aku, that defense of Ace site with the AWP was just absolutely nuts. Ed Meister going crazy, close range with that shotgun. So there's definitely, you know, some of that room to make big plays on this map. So let's hope we can see some of that.
And with Overpass being quite a competitive map, with very quick transfers between A and B side, you'd be on the CT side. This is a bit more CT favorable, but we need to remember that it all comes down to the timing of the peaks and when you do them.
Indeed, it does. And, you know, you said it's a bit CT favored, but you know, things can change really quickly. And like you said, sometimes that quick rotation between the A and the B site that you can make, sometimes that works in your favor. We saw in the last game a bit of a duke from A to B and back to A again for the sneaky plant. So things like that, they do open up on this map because of that, you know, quick play that you can make between sites. And obviously,
it was a phenomenal play. Let's be honest, it was really good to watch.
It definitely was. If you missed that first game, I definitely recommend that you go back and watch it because it was a spectacle. It was a sight to behold. Something that you should feast your eyes upon because that is some good Counter-Strike to watch. You know, just really entertaining. So if you missed it, go check it out.
You guys will also get to see some good trigger control, some good just timing of utility use that you can pick up on. And for the guys who do not really play, they can, you know, you can learn a bit just by watching the guys play.
And if you're one of those AWP freaks, you can definitely go watch Aku and Bot Yuri because they made some very nice AWP plays there, especially Aku, doing some incredible stuff with the AWP that is enviable, to say the least.
No, definitely. Very, very enviable plays there with the AWP. Enough to make me jealous, as it would be stated.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I want to siphon some of those skills from him, just pick them up for myself.
Just give me a hug so I can grab some skill. That's all I ask.
Give me a hug and I'll just siphon some of your essence. Some of that skill essence.
But are you ready for this?
I am ready for this. I have been ready for this. I this weekend I spent a little bit off. You know, the last couple of weeks have been pretty hectic for me, so I just kind of did nothing. And whenever you deprive me of Counter-Strike, I'm always in great need of it. So now we have it.
I saw you bounce back onto it, and you did have some phenomenal plays yourself out there. We can put it out there.
Absolutely. I'm practicing now very semi-regularly with my team, so you know we do some good work, to say the least.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely a fun game to, you know, play for fun, but also play seriously. And it's one of those games that you can play seriously because CS:GO, one of the few games in that has South African servers at least. So you know you get a nice spicy 10 ms ping, and you can make some serious dedication to this game and learn it and get really good at it.
No, definitely. I'm having a little laugh here in the background as well, as we do see the guys from Mythic Lines all getting ready to load up there. Yeah, and then obviously on the side of Nantak we have No Muff to Tough running out there with his muffin profile picture, which is always good to cause a laugh.
Indeed. We see No pistols bought for anyone except Benchwarmer, and that's an interesting decision. Usually you see a little bit of investment here. Only Flash getting some armor, Benchwarmer picking up a gun, and one smoke for Classy. So not so much investment that you usually see in the beginning of these rounds. Terra's going to take a very quick B site, though. And they're going to be quite happy with that. But actually the bomb plant is going to go down to Muff, but a little bit of spam from Tapsum. And actually the cheeky knife comes out as well, running out of bullets for Sparky. Now
I was just about to say, there has to be no bullets left in the barrel if he's going to be doing that.
Yeah, that's definitely not the play you want to be forced into, but Tapsum going to get a little headshot eventually there, and the first round is there for the T's. Evtech Lions 1-0. They're going to be able to buy some SMGs, and they are.
Yeah, get some SMGs, get that dominance for the first 2-3 rounds until the eco does get reset, and then you have to be phenomenally careful, if we can put it like that.
Yeah, but I mean, on this map particularly, it is quite favorable for close range weapons. We've seen shotguns go crazy on this one, so short range weapons have a little bit of room to play around. And the MAC-10s, like we were talking about in the previous game, that nice rate of fire, nice little spray through there, and you can do some serious damage. And they are. Lem getting one, Flash getting only one trade in return, and CT's going to fall one by one pretty much instantly to those MAC-10s, just ripping into that CT side, getting the second round. We definitely expected that, CT's the one, a bit of a pistol, so nothing really crazy there. But they have the money to buy now, and I'm assuming they will. And now they get the chance to shut down the momentum from Evtech Lions to try and take this map.
It's not my favorite opinion to buy already on the third round. I like buying the fourth more, as you guys do know, but there's a bit of a light buy, but that...
Yeah. Jelly Doodle going to be taking down Sparky. But,
I told you that
like
MAC-10 is a headshot machine gun.
It really is. Really, really is. And Azerty going to be taking down Benchwarmer. But, just to latch on to what you were saying about, third and fourth round buys, sometimes the third round buy can be good, if you're confident in your team. But I think that, like you're saying, maybe a fourth round buy, save the third round, get full weapons into that fourth round is maybe a better play. Just see what you can do with, proper weaponry before you start resorting to a bit half buys. And it looks like Evtech Lions are just going to be tearing through the CTs right now, doing some good work. Dead Rest are going to go down. And like you said, maybe the fourth round buy would have been a better choice, because now you have to decide between forcing into this one and saving a game.
Well, the economy is there. It's just
it
not
is there
for full.
Is it? They have full loss bonus, so at least there's that. But some of them are relegated to having a bit less utility. As you can see, Muff, no utility at all. Whereas some people, they're going to have to sacrifice a little bit. Benchwarmer also only one flash, so there is a little bit of sacrifice there.
And all the utils already used, as Lemur does come.
Yeah, Flash going to go down pretty quickly then. It's looking like Evtech Lions, they have very good foot forward right now for them.
Now, they have a confidence strat out on what they want to do. So they are planting out those utils perfectly.
Sparky getting a nice little thing there. Classy goes down, but the rest of the T's, they're here towards B. And they're going to be taking the site pretty quickly. Zerdy peeks that corner. Or UMP doing some work. But the trades are good. Tapsum Bong is there. Ready and waiting.
Made very quick work. Oh, Benchwarmer.
I say ready and waiting, but actually... a little bit of a spanner in the works for Evtech Lions right now. Jelly Doodle, last one left alive. The bomb is planted. Gets a nice little flick there. Has to get one more to win this one out, though. Or just play time and actually switches to the pistol. Gets a nice head tap. 6 HP. Wins that fight.
That was very close. 6 HP is not something to be checking around with, and he barely made it.
Barely makes it out alive, but you know what? That's a good bomb defense right there. And if Evtech Lions keep playing like that, they'll run away with this half. They have to be, or at least Nampak have to be very careful that Evtech does not run away with this one. They are relegated to pistols except for Dread Varesta and No Muff, because they have picked themselves up some MP9s.
Oh, as Flash has a bit of a skewered smoke there into lowers, but nothing to be worried about just yet.
Now, the CTs have taken very early control to
Ooh,
be
he
side
did.
pushing through there. Classy going to get a nice quick pick, but gets caught out from behind, not expecting Sparky to be there so close. It's a nice little deagle kill bench warmer. Trigger discipline is there. Takes down Unbecoming Lemon. Lemire? Lemire. Yeah, but
Unless it's not unbecoming a lemming, you know.
yeah.
Once you
at
become a
least.
lemming, it's dooms.
Yeah, once you become a lemming, it's, GG, rip F in the chat. We do see a nice little upgrade for Benchwarmer there on the AK. Still
And
at 2
Zerti
MP9s
there
in
with
play.
the proper smoke coming onto what would be dustbins, or whatever you would call them.
Yeah, Terra's going to be able to get this plant. Meanwhile, Nomuff is going to take down Tapsum. Azerti wins that spray battle. And now, actually,
Bench warmer.
decisive stuff from Benchwarmer. Just going to clean that up. And finally, Nampak going to put themselves on the board.
Yeah, we have some nice celebrations there coming in from the guys of Nampak.
And they save some weapons, yeah. That's some good stuff
Oh
for them.
yes, there's a nice orb for bench warmer.
And lots of money for them as well, considering they had such a big loss bonus, plus a win, plus saved weapons. That's going to be a nice victory celebration for that one. And they could actually have a chance at taking the snowball effect away from Evetech Lions.
Yes, well, you can see how they've been doing their best at catching up on this. I
Ooh.
mean, the first round,
Dreadverest are going to kind of botch up a little smoke there.
yes, as I was saying, they're the first round coming in there with only four survivors for Evetech, then 4 again, then 5, and then 1, and now finally the rounds have switched around. And Evetech,
Yeah, let's see if Nampak can do it again. Right now, the terrorists, Evetech Lions, setting up towards the beast site. A little bit of spray did go down for them, so they damage out to Flash, but nothing else really. They are boosting up, though. Maybe could get something out of this if they play long enough.
Very naughty boost though.
Yeah, it can be very impactful to counter boost that spot if the CTs do boost there, but they don't. No Muff going to be taking down Colossi, but Unbecoming is now completely aware of that spot, and it's going to get traded out. But now it's up to Flash and Sparky to save the day, and there's Flash getting that first kill, step 1 to saving the day. Now,
Having to
Sparky
push
coming
there
in.
through that Molotov.
Yeah, and they are both bottlenecked as well because they're in the same spot. Sparky spot out 1. Oof, gets killed.
But the Molotov did get
Molotov
out.
does go down. Actually, Flash is not looking in the right spot as Zerti gets that beautiful headshot. And that's going to be 5 rounds for Evetech Lions to 1 for Nampak.
Oh, that's a good up and down battle that we're seeing starting now.
Yeah, now that Nampak have that economy going, they can do a little, aggressive plays. They can input a little bit of more money towards guns, so they can make bigger plays.
Yes, and
Doesn't seem to
Depsum
be
Bongler
working,
and
so-
Azerti already there with nice ADRs coming through already.
Yeah, and Jelly Doodle actually spots that boost out. That's so dirty from Jelly. Zerti going to get taken down in response. It's a 1-for-1 trade on both sides, so 4v4. But now it's up to where do the CTs precognition of the bomb, because they haven't really seen it. They don't know what's going on too much.
No, it's still
Actually,
a
didn't give them
very
too much information.
much of a holdback that we do see happening here.
Yeah, and it's like you were talking about earlier, the slow plays kind of throwing the CTs off a little bit, and as a CT you have to be really disciplined in moments. They are
Yeah,
doing a
you
little
have
bit
to make
too
sure that you're not showing too much. Not
Yeah, for
peeking
sure.
too hard.
Looks like they've left one lurker behind for the T's, maybe to just clean up behind them, whilst the rest of them make their way towards A very slowly, but, that discipline is there, like I was talking about. CTs, they have a player on the site to make sure nothing goes down here.
Yeah, Dread does peek long every now and then, so he might just be able to pick off Jelly Noodle there when he does
Yeah.
come around the corner.
If Dread peeks, this one is definitely going to get that information. There's the should come out. We do see the CT starting to rotate quickly off of that B site. The execute comes down. Dread going to get taken down by Jelly, though. Jelly on point with those AWP picks right now. CTs have to stop.
Oh, and that was
Jelly
almost.
Doodle almost gets taken down by a great headshot. The AWP wins those if you don't get that instant kill. Unbecoming going to take down Nomuff, and now it's up to Benchwarmer to do something against 4.
And it's not just that, but I do want to highlight the fact that
Headshot
Jelly
machine
almost
does it
did-
again.
yeah, but Jelly Noodle almost getting that wall bang as well. That was very, very close.
Yeah, Jelly Doodle maybe a character to put our eyes on for the moment to see if they maybe make some interesting plays with the AWP. But right now we're looking at the CTs. They only have 3 Deagles and 2 PG-50s on their side to make something happen. And, you know, given the history of the last couple rounds, maybe they don't really win this one, you know. Like we were talking about it earlier, we said it's possible for a half buy round or a save round with pistols to win, but I think in this case, not so likely. Breast are going to go down, Sparky also going to go down. Now, Flash has to get some sort of trade, and there's the consolation. Unbecoming goes down. There's a lot of ground to cover right now for the CTs. They do get the upgrade. Flash gets the AK, and that's going to do damage to Jelly Doodle. It's going to be a nice pick to get if you are the CTs. It's a 3v3. Make that a 2v3.
Muff.
No Muff going to be doing that work. Classy going to be taking down one as well.
But just barely.
But
He
just barely
barely
19
survived that with
HP.
19.
Yeah, now Nampak, they're looking in a good spot. They could definitely win this one. On what seemed to be an unwinnable round, they have now made it winnable. So it is definitely possible for them to come back in this one. But now, it's up to how they play this one. They are in the
And
right
Classy-
spot.
Yeah, Classy is once again putting out the smoke there onto dumpster very quick and a molly into bank. So he's securing as much as he possibly can of that A side before. Oh, almost. That's
Yeah, Putsum going to be taking down No Muff. It's a 1v1, but everyone's so low right now that AWP might come in really clutch there. I'm not sure what Benchwarmer is looking for. It's only a 1v1, so he knows what the player is. This Deagle could do it. And find, nope, that scope is going to prove to be superior to the Deagle. Even though it was possible for a moment there, that time just slipped away. And now it's 1-7 in favor of EFTech Lions.
Yeah, very quick, smart peek on the op there with a fine angle, you know, not over peeking it so that Deagle can get you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one of the advantages of scope. You know, you can peek the tighter angle than usual. You're able to zoom in and just peek a very, very close, fine angle, and maybe a more crude weapon that doesn't have the scope. Now Classy is in a position to take down Flash with the AWP. They're all staring pretty much at each other's barrels, but actually Flash is going to win that one. Classy not in the right spot, not aiming in the right spot at least. Just
That was very close. It was really.
very
They were
close.
staring at each other at the end of the barrel there.
They very much were. They were pretty much looking directly at each other that long there. But it is what it is. Classy does go down, and that's going to be a nice little opening pick for Nampak. It gives them maybe a bit of confidence that they can start taking down some of that momentum that the EFTech Lions have built up over the last 9 rounds.
Yes, as you say as well, when you see the white of his eyes through the AWP, it means he's already blinked. So it's too late, especially if the other guys
Absolutely.
know.
Speaking of, Sparky, a really, really cheeky boost through bathrooms there, peeks over and catches Jelly Doodle out, which is a very nice pick once again. That's a character that you don't want to see go down too early. And that's going to give Nampak another chance to win this round and stop that momentum.
Well, it is a 5-on-3, so the favor is definitely out for Nampak, but
Absolutely, they put in
Once
the work for it as
again.
well.
EFTech trying to do the play towards B as a Zerty will take some damage.
Flash actually spots out one there through the Molotov, but doesn't connect the shot. He's still 3d4, but the terrorists, they have that advantage of timing, but the bomb doesn't go down, and that's going to be terrible for them. They have to do something, and it's not going to be enough. 4 seconds, I don't think there's time to plant this bomb.
Nope.
And
Unfortunately
it
not.
goes down just too late. So Nampak, they're going to be taking that one, and you know, they put
and Lamar only getting $300 for the round as the timer does have ticked off, and only the bomb plant and he does get picked off after it.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a trash in terms of economy. But good news for Nampak. They put in the work early round, and even though it went chaotic at the end there, they managed to win that one out and throw the terrorists into a bit of disarray.
Well, definitely. Well,
in that round.
As I say, 7-2 is not a preferred hand when it comes to poker, but in CS you still have a fighting chance.
Absolutely. But it's definitely not a fighting chance if you're going to be losing very quickly to those entries. Dead Resta, last one left alive, and looks like might just be saving this one. Realizes there's no chance 1v4. Backs away to save the organ, the diffuse kit and armor.
Well, it's a lot of money that he's saving there.
Absolutely.
So that net worth will help a bit.
I agree with the save. And the question is, do they hunt for this one? It doesn't look like they will, so it looks like Dread is going to be able to save this. Maybe go in and force up for the rest of the team in the next round. A little bit of cash.
Well, just enough, to keep him safely tucked for the next round, but he's not going to have that much if he keeps on buying like this. So Nampak really have to try and play towards his strength and see maybe if they can force a bit of economy down on the side of IFTech.
Yeah, and you were talking about the CT-sidedness of this map, but also a lot of the time certain teams or certain players have different preferences. I know like some maps I feel a lot better on certain sides, even though those are the weaker sides theoretically. So maybe NPK, Nampak, maybe they have a bit of a better T side. If maybe they feel a bit more comfortable on that side. Maybe it's not.
Well, I'm really
totally
hoping
over.
that they do have it. But it's not the end just yet. It's only round 11 as we do stare into what is hoping to be yet another good round as Tapsambong does have the timing.
Yeah, Sparky was playing a little bit of an odd angle that maybe can't pull up, but eventually peaks the normal angle and gets taken down by the AK-1 tap. And that's going to leave Flash and Muff to that as the Eagles and try and do something with them. Flash kind of boxed in there. Someone's going to take that one down. Dread going to get one, but at this point, even two, it's a bit of a consolation prize. No Muff there, last one left alive and gets taken down for only one. A little bit of damage there, so Nampak, they do a bit of economy damage, but it's not, it's not really super impactful considering how much money, EVTech Lions have right now, how strong their economy is. So at least Nampak can buy into this one. They've got the Orbs, got the Org.
Oh, so believe it or not, they are doing that damage. Jerry Noodle obviously buying the Orb, but he's down to a spare $250 right there. And a Zeti on 1,200, that's not that much.
Yeah, they definitely, have to win the next couple of games to get their economy back in order. If they lose this one, it could be pretty devastating for them in terms of economy. Unbecoming is holding such a great angle there. Takes down Dread.
It was a really phenomenal angle that he was holding right there, making sure that he gets the peak just right. Yeah,
and he didn't even peek. He peeked once successfully, didn't see anything, fell back to that kind of secondary angle and just absolutely, held it properly, I suppose. That's the only way I can kind of think that one. But
it was a very smart play on the angle.
Yeah, it was, and the entirety of EVTech Lions, apart from Unbecoming, who just took some fall damage, they haven't really been damaged all that much. Meanwhile, Nomuff is on 41 HP, and obviously they're down a man. So this could be pretty difficult for them to win if the T's decide to rush.
Then definitely,
Unbecoming.
It's essentially like a 3.5 on 5 that you're playing here now.
We see the execute setup coming in towards A, but as I say that, Taps I'm going to go down to Fwash. Fwash.
It really depends on how you want to pronounce the A.
Could really just be a cute way to say Flash. Who knows? Meanwhile, Zerti going to take one, Jelly Doodle going to take another. It's up to Benchwarmer and Fwash, and Benchwarmer preoccupied down towards the B side while the bomb goes down with the last couple of seconds remaining on the clock. But even so, a couple of seconds is just more than enough to put that bomb down, and now
Yeah,
they
only need 4.
flash. They have to. Well, actually, it's 3.5, I believe, if I'm not too mistaken. Flash going to go down. Chili Doodle more than ready for that angle. Takes
No,
his
definitely
time.
being more than just a doodle right there. Putting out the proper damage for the AWP.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like Eve Tech Lions, they're in a very strong position. And if Nampak don't do anything in the next couple of rounds, Eve Tech will be going into the next half very, very strong.
I'm a bit scared to see something like that happen. But we do believe, and the guys from Nampek are fighting as hard as they can. I also do believe that we did not put out a big brand prediction for this, so we'll just put it at this, that we are purely watching this map to see what happens.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, the Eve Tech were going into this one as a bit of favorites there. Like you said, 6 points in the groups versus Nampak's 3. So Eve Tech, obviously theoretically in that stronger position, and they have showed it today. They show why they are in that position, playing very, very well.
So they are playing phenomenally well.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a chance for the comeback. Obviously, like I said, if Nampak feel a little bit stronger on the T side, it might be something.
And Classy doing the work there with the trade.
Yeah, Undercoming going to get nice two kills there down in the lowers spot. Zerti takes down Bench Warmer. And now it's a CZ and a P250 against a nice thick AWP and some AKs. Oof, that's going to be a lot of nade damage onto Dead. Dread. Dead Dread. Dread Resta.
Had it been tagged, that most probably could have been a Quibus.
It certainly could have been. Unbecoming, going to be tagged down to 9, but does get the kill. And the quick peek, the Molotov, and the seal the deal kill for Eve Tech Lions, taking them to 11 rounds. Approaching very, very quickly that halftime spot.
Yeah, Lemur, Jerry Doodle, and Tapsambong doing phenomenal and good work there. And Aziti also very close behind. There's a total of 5 kill differ between Aziti and Jelly Doodle, so these guys are sitting very close.
Yeah, they are doing some good work. And, oh, my word. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired there, but anyway. Once again,
we all get tired sometimes.
Yeah, we certainly do. We see the CT setting up with a nice full buy here, but puts Tapsambong just getting a nice little opening pick there towards the B side.
No, he put out that little tap there.
Yeah, he certainly did, but that's going to throw the CTs into a little bit of confusion because now they don't really know where they want to sit. So they fall back to the site. Some grenades going down. Actually, there might be a rotate towards B. Maybe Eve Tech trying to sell a little fake, but they actually rotate the bomb back towards B. Zerti getting taken down, but Tapsum getting a nice trade. Tapsum has to get 2 now. Gets 1, gets 2. Easy for Tapsum. And now it's up to Sparky to try and do something, anything really. Some sort of economy damage maybe going into the last bit of this round, but Tapsum's not going to be ready for that. But of course, the trade is good, and 12 rounds for Eve Tech.
Very good work on getting the pick off there, but just to quit for that weapon switch over. Not holding to double check if someone is rotating in, and unfortunately, while he's picking up the gun, he does get picked off right there.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate state when you don't anticipate that second player. But, it is what it is. It's a mistake that we make all the time. They have decided to pick up some SMGs for this one, a MP5 and a P90, and then some FAMASs, but Benchwarmer gets taken down so quickly. Does it get a nice trade, though, so there is a little bit of hope. It's a 3v4, so man advantage to Eve Tech. CTs, they need a retake now. The bomb is planted. Sparky on the flank here, trying to take down 1. Does get the 1. Takes down Classy. But there's so much more work to do right now.
Dread getting the molly felt there in lowers as he was trying to push in as well.
Tries to get some utility in there to try and help him, but it doesn't work. Dead Rester, last one left alive. P90 not able to get that frag. Dead Rester goes down, and that's going to be a 13-2 half in favor of Eve Tech.
No, definitely very well played by both teams there. It was good, strong CS there on the side of the Eve Tech Lions that we saw. But unfortunately, Nampak could not just get up to it, but we're hoping to see it now. Hopefully this is their strongest one and they're going to be punching out all the strats that we do want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. But this has to be the moment where Nampak start taking control. If this is that side that they are comfortable on, that they are good on, then it needs to start showing now. They need to take control because EveTech are steps away from taking this win.
Yes, and we do see here that Nampak is trying to get this little bit of a speed play into B.
Yeah, well, they have managed to do it, but they haven't accounted for that flank. EveTech, they've just absolutely gone ham. The flank comes in, the sight hold is good. Sparky, last one left alive in no man's.
Yeah, what we saw here was a very good play of EveTech just going out, getting a bit of aggressive information, and the moment they saw that, okay, listen here, nothing's happening, made it all long, they rotate and they get right in behind the guys of Nampak.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just, like you said, it's owing completely to that information. They quickly pushed on the A site, and I mean, considering the fact that the B site is closest to T spawn, it's very often that you'll see the T's rushing there, and so EveTech, they anticipate that, they see it coming, so they hold B very much back, and then the flank comes in very quickly after they push for that information initially, to make sure that it was that B rush that they were anticipating, and then they just go for the cleanup. They get the Nampak guys from behind, and that's it. 14 rounds to 2, and they're on the cusp of taking match point and potentially the win. It's SMGs versus pistols here, and
SMGs on pistols, it's not a favor just yet, but we've seen this in more than one play and in more than one situation where the pistols can come out on top.
Yeah, I know, you're absolutely right. The pistols can definitely do that work and, put you back on top. But the thing is, is it enough? You're in a bad situation already where you only have pistols and your enemies are very, very close to getting match point. Surely that has to be bad for morale.
Yes, but once again, we see that EveTech coming out with that slight bit of an aggressive player. Stepson Bong does get disconnected there.
Yeah, there's a bit of a DC.
Reason.
Not sure if there will be a pause coming in. Actually, looks like Nampak are just gonna
he's back.
Roll with it. Unbecoming those right there in the right place. But trade is good though, and Azerty, the last one left alive, but SMG could just tear through. There's one. Needs to find 2 more to clear this one out, take that match point. Does peek the angle, gets the headshot as well. It is a 1v1, MP9 versus MP9. The difference being that Benchwarmer does not have any armor, whereas Azerty does. This has to be Headshot Simulator right now, otherwise it's GG for one of these teams this round.
Oh, and that bomb in a terrible position there.
Yeah, 10 seconds though. It has to go down now.
He
So
does
he
have a safe angle.
Yeah, he doesn't really think about it, and he's rotated to A, thinking it's an A. And it certainly is not, and Zerty's realized that mistake, and he's running towards B now as fast as possible. But Benchwarmer, not watching that angle, not too aware of what's going on, does decide to check back there, is aware that Zerty could have gone around here. And then it's on to who peeks first. Zerty taps that bomb, Benchwarmer peeks out, and actually loses that
Very
trade.
close.
Zerty's just there, the aim is there, the defuse is there, and that is going to be 15 rounds and match point for EveTech Lions.
Very, very close. And EveTech Lions having a slight bit of a celebration there. They know that was too close for comfort because they could have lost that round.
Yeah, they could have lost that round, but I think they're in a really, really good spot. In any case, 14 rounds, 15 rounds makes no difference to them. They've been strong. They've had a really strong showing, a really decisive showing tonight on this map. And finally, Nampak, they're going to be on the last stand. They're going to be buying fully up here. There's no reason to save. You invest everything into this and hope that you can get some sort of crazy 10-round comeback to try and put you in contention of this map point, maybe go to overtime. But right now it's looking very far, like a long, long tunnel to track for Nampak right now.
Yes, unfortunately. But let's not take it away from them just yet. These guys can still actually pull off anything. we do know that sometimes the underdog just comes and puts out that little bit of an aggressive play, and it makes things worthwhile.
Yeah, it's certainly not over until it's over. But speaking of over, Benchwarmer tagged down to 11 HP right now from some great utility usage from Eve Tech Lions. And they've been forced back. They've kind of stopped in their tracks. You know, like you were talking about aggressive play, not really working out for them, and they kind of just stopped dead in their tracks after that nade just hit them right in the face. And they have decided to get their cogs moving again. They're moving up towards Bathroom and Long here.
No, definitely, but it's like we was discussing earlier, alright? When you do have that bit of an aggressive play that you can put out, if you have, in my opinion, that 2 or 3 rounds in your favor, you can take a look at perhaps doing that bit of an aggressive play, on each side, just to try and see where they are coming from and perhaps make it work from there.
Yeah, but right
that's
now,
exactly-
CT's in control. Dread only going to get one and gets traded out very, very quickly. And things falling apart for Nampak. Looks like end of the round closing in step by step, frag by frag. 9 HP for Sparky. Last one alive, and that's going to be 16 rounds for Eve Tech Lions. GG. Good showing for both of the teams, but a very, very dominant?
Dominant, yes.
That's the one I was going for. Dominant performance from Eve Tech Lions.
Yes, they really did play phenomenal, and it was really good to watch this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we finish that second game of this evening, we want to just let you guys know something that if you haven't heard of just yet, there's a giveaway that is happening. Focus Lager giving us some enticing stuff to vie for. Toothy, what are they giving away?
Yes, we are giving away beer for everyone that's over 18, obviously. So RAS Esports and Focus Lager joined together on this venture with this giveaway. 2 cases of beer for 2 winners, and it's really easy to win. All you have to do is go and like RAS Esports on Facebook, pop a like onto Focus Lager, share the original post made, comment on it, FL Corp, and also tag 3 of your friends on it, because when your friends win, you win. And that's it. And you can get some nice beer from them if you are lucky enough to win, by the way. And remember, guys, they have these nice Mortal Kombat 11 cans as well, which really do look phenomenal.
Very, very nice stuff from them. So we're going to be taking a very short break now before we go into game of tonight, I think.
Yes, that will be Simba versus C2M.
Yeah, absolutely. So stay tuned for that. Go get yourself some water and come back for the last bit of Counter-Strike that you will witness tonight in this RACE Corporate League.
Yes, I'm down for this. Let's go.
Alrighty, welcome back to the final game of tonight for the REA's Corporate League, and we're going to have what I think is going to be quite an interesting game ahead of us. Toothy, what are the teams? Who are the peeps?
Alright, yeah, this is like you said, this is the game of the night. This is Semper Web versus C2M Chartered Accountants. And on the side of Semper Web, we have Talibani, Burr, Onage, SDN, and Kanaki. Yes, I'm not pronouncing her full name. I do not want to make a fool of myself because I am bad at pronunciation sometimes. And then C2M with Terabyte, Night Viking, Dashi, Shadower, and Kira.
Yeah, alright, so we got some people to watch out for. If you can have a look at the people on the team, there's some names that may or may not be well known in the circles. So this could definitely prove to be quite the interesting game that we have ahead of us. And in terms of maps, I don't really know if the teams take it nice and serious, like I perhaps hope they will, because I want to see some great Counter-Strike tonight. Then maybe we'll see a decent map, not Vertigo, and I don't want to see Overpass for a third time in a row. We've seen it; it's an okay map. I don't want to see it 3 times. Let's see something else. I want to see Mirage or like Inferno, or even Dust 2.
I want to see Vertigo. I just had to put it out there again because Vertigo is so much fun to play on. But it's like you do say. So
the worst map.
Come on, we're going to be watching out for Kanaki, obviously, and Talibani on the side of Semper, and Terabyte and Kira on the side of C2M. So it's going to be interesting. What does your big brain say there, Butcher?
Well, you know, I'm hearing names back and forth, not necessarily names that I know personally, but I'm looking on either side. I'm seeing maybe a name that's familiar to me, Kanaki. I've seen it before. So, you know, I'm a man who likes to go with what I know. So I'll be voting for Semper Web, I think, going into this one. But honestly, I just hope we see an absolutely great game for both sides. That's neck and neck, and 3 overtimes. 3 overtimes.
Again, you've mentioned it.
I have indeed.
That's
Nothing
not
is
what I
sacred.
want to hear. Come on. But yes, we do want to see some good CS, and we want to see some good plays coming out here. So hopefully, as I do see Kira here practicing his soccer skills. Don't know how good he's at soccer, but he's running around with a ball. So I want to favor an old friend and put out a vote towards C2M because Kira, and that's about it.
All right. Well, once again, we found ourselves split on who to vote for. So
We have to.
We'll see what
We have to.
unfolds. Yeah, we have to. Got to give some support.
But as we are getting ready here to load up, there's obviously some bit of interesting names that's also out there. Like
Yeah, making all of
the
our
tongue
jobs very
twisters,
difficult.
the dashi, obviously.
I'm looking at you, Dashi, Kanaki, Kane, and everyone else who has horribly difficult names to pronounce.
Yes, and we
They
do get.
did choose Mirage, yes.
Yeah, I was about to say we do get a bit of a break from Overpass.
Wonderful. My eyes will now be at peace.
It's not that bad, but Mirage obviously being a map favorable to both sides because it's split. So I think it's a bit more of a equal map that we do have.
Well, it is one of those maps that can feel both sides. You know, sometimes it feels favorable to one, sometimes it feels. I've heard it called more CT-sided than T-sided in times. So, you know, because the CTs, they can kind of set up quite easily. They can hold the angles. They don't have to play too aggressive. Whereas on the T side, you have to get those executes down if you want to take site control. You cannot do site control without good executes and utility usage. It's very, very difficult to do it without. And if you're playing against a team that's good, then it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be an uphill battle. So let's hope that the T side has their execute on point. And conversely, let's hope the CTs can know when to stop being aggressive, when to be aggressive, and how to hold those crucial angles.
Yes.
I usually like I like A executes on this site. Teams that can do really good A executes on this map really, really get me going. I like to see it.
Let's not forget about the small executes that you can form on B as well. I mean, we have the smokes that you can put out there. There's smokes for door, for site, for connector, on catwalk, you know, smoking of the arches there. So there's a lot of smokes that you can put down. And big initiates are very well played sometimes, but if you can cause a bit of havoc, you know, have 3 people set up or 4 people set up on B ready to go, and you have that fake initiation towards A, you know, sometimes it does cause a bit of havoc, and that will just make for a bit more fun, if we can put it like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Fakes on this map can definitely be very, very useful. If you get maybe a couple of pieces of utility thrown in over onto a site, maybe a little bit of fire going through the smoke, you know, some spam, then you can really give the CTs a bit of a run for their money. Maybe test it out, see how quickly they rotate off the site, and then just hit B with absolutely everything you've got. So yeah, there's definitely some room for amazing plays on the map, which is why it's one of my favorites amongst other.
Obviously, we do have to remember as well that A side have a lot of dark corners. So if you're not picking these corners properly, you know, sitting up there, although you might have the smokes out, your smokes do not cover all the corners.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, if you have all the right smokes, you can cover most of those angles, and then all you have to do. Practice, you know, the right ones to peek. Ones that usually catch people off guard, though, are those very sneaky close angles on a site to the left-hand side. A lot of people don't check those out. A lot of teams will kind of clear the right side and then clear CT maybe, but then they won't clear the really, really close angles on the left. So yeah, it could be some grounds for a bit of disruption. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the teams play this one out. Very interesting.
Hoping for some nice proper setups, nice initiations, and I want to see those tight corner one-shot kills as well. You want to see those 1-digs, those 1-taps with the AKs, you know, these things are fun. And
yeah, there's definitely some room for it.
We haven't seen a Zeus just yet yet within this competition, so maybe we'll get to see one of them as well.
Yeah, that would be quite nice, and there is good place for a Zeus. You know, maybe in towards this area here, this little window here in snipers, maybe a bit of play. But yeah, I suppose it depends on if the teams decide to be a little bit BM, pull out that Zeus.
Well, I won't call it bad because you know it's the Zeus.
Ah, come on! If you get Zeus, you feel sorry. Let's be.
And Terabyte, with this warm-up obviously going on, is having the most amount of fun with those 1-taps on the AK, just running around, tap, 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 and they are good to go.
Alright, well, we're very soon going to be getting into this match. And Yeah, I'm excited. I like this map a lot. There's, like we were talking about, there's a lot of play potential for making amazing plays on both sides of this map. So yeah, let's see what happens. See some P250s picked up for the T's, a little bit of util. That's what I like to see. Early util is something that I always like to see because that indicates that you know what to do, you know what you're doing with the util. So you're planning on doing some very interesting things with it.
I thought for a moment that we were going live, but it's not just yet.
It's not live just yet. But
apparently not everybody has read it up just yet, because I was wondering why Kanaki is busy shooting her own teammate.
Yeah.
And now Onage also trying there to get a knife. There we go. Now the match is definitely live.
It
or
is
not.
So they'll be choosing sides right about now, I think. Mistaken? Knife round for sides?
These guys are
They've
really...
already decided it. They've already decided it.
Yeah, they've
So they're
not
just,
already. They have decided.
they're
We're
just
just
mucking about.
waiting for it to happen.
So anyway, yeah, I'm really hoping that we see that early util, because you know, if you play a comp and you buy that early util and you utilize it well, it can pretty much win you the entire round. You know, what I like to do a lot of the time on the T side is pick up a smoke and do a weak A execute, kind of block off some of the key positions with that smoke, and then you know, take them by surprise. You know, it gives you a little bit of advantage, especially considering the CTs have that pistol advantage, so you've got to use something to take advantage back. So finally, we are in that live round that you were hoping for there. So this is now the beginning of the match, proper match. The match is paused, but it will start very soon.
And we are going to have a lot of fun on this map. So,
For sure.
Mirage is obviously also known as the brown map because everything is brown. So, if you're playing with a brown crosshair, it's not the best idea.
Well, I haven't seen any brown crosshairs, but if you are using a rip brown crosshair. And if you're playing cash, rip green crosshair. We do see some
that's why I stick to red.
being used on both sides. The CTs getting some util early into that apps area. T's, though, they have the util of their own, which we'll soon be seeing towards that A site. We see a stack up here in Palace, playing nice and slow.
Do you think we're going to see that 30-second fountain or waterfall out of...
Maybe. We do see some util used towards the B site. Maybe a little bit of a fake to try and draw some of those CTs away.
Yeah.
And
Going
now
in
the
there
push
to
comes in.
Cause some
Taliban going to take
damage.
that. One shot. Cannot land the second one. Tagged 43. Terrace pushing very quick. Headshots are there. Can't get a third one, though. But 2 seems to be enough for Kanaki to come in here and do some work. Semper going to be taking the control of this one. Last T left alive towards this B site. They know exactly where Kira is, and there goes the last. And that's going to be first round for Semper Ware, but good start to the match.
Yeah, well played there by Estienne, making sure he gets the last pick there onto Kira. And just forcing the terrorists to reevaluate the situation of what they are up against. And it's like we were discussing earlier, these guys are both teams sitting with 6 win points each. So they are fighting for the top of the log at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a high contentious map right here. Both of these teams have a lot to win and a lot to lose. But I was going to start talking about how the T's can force into this one, but they decided not to. And Kira going to go down very quickly there in lowers.
Yeah, Burr making quick work of him, only taking 20 damage himself.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. Mirage is one of those maps T's can actually force by, get those Mac 10s very early on and still do really good work with it. It's one of those maps that you can use a Mac 10 on almost all the time, but it looks like it doesn't really matter. This pistol's not going to be doing very much work at all. Oage is going to be getting so much work done there. Night Viking, though, gets 2, doing as much damage as possible. And pretty much any frags that Night Viking can get right now are really great consolation prizes. And actually, there goes another one. Upgrade to the FAMAS. It's going to give Night Viking a little bit more to work with here. Going towards that A site.
Does rotate back to middle, so...
He's going to come into contact with Kanaki. Let's see who wins this one. FAMAS is there. on both Kanaki and Viking. That footstep has to have been heard, though. There comes the peak, and that's it. Finally, Night Viking goes down. 2-0, but yeah, it looks like the T's, specifically Night Viking, getting some good work done there, and that's a little bit of damage to Simple Web's economy, which could be quite helpful in the coming round.
No, it really does help when you do break that economy a bit early. So even if you lose the second round,
it looks like the T's are going to be saving again. This is an interesting play. I'm not sure how much I agree with it. I have seen it before, though, and it can be pretty useful to get full economy. And it looks like, once again, the pistol's not really working for the T's here. They're just going to walk into their dooms.
Yeah, Dashin does take a bit of damage there from the nade and eventually falls there to the MP9.
Yeah. 2v5 with pistols, not the ideal situation. Make it a 1v5 Night Viking, the last one left alive again with a pistol. But this time everyone's ready for that. That MP9 play, just beautiful, coming around the corner there. And that's going to be 3 rounds for Semper Web, and finally C2MCA, they're going to be buying into this one, I believe.
Yes, the guys from C2M Chartered Accountants will be looking into taking some dominance in this map now.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm curious as to why they didn't force into the previous one, but the fact that they lost it just means that they knew what they were doing, or at least they know what they wanted to do. But Burr going to be getting 2 quick frags there. C2M gonna have to be questioning how that happened so quickly.
So that was very quick that the play was happening. Oh!
And it drove a wedge right down the center of them. That's gonna give Talibani a quick, easy kill. Night Viking is able to get that quick frag onto Onage, but it's not really going to be enough to really change the situation here. It's still a 2v4, and not a favorable setup here for the T's.
No, definitely, but they did get out of it unscathed at the moment, so... Oh, Kanaki almost getting spotted there.
Yeah, goes for the upgrade. T's actually rotating very, very quickly towards A, and none of the CTs are actually on A right now, so this could be a potential bomb plant if they get there quick enough, but the CTs, they've finally decided to rotate in as quickly as they can get there, and this could be a quick firefight that we see. Burr peeks it, but doesn't get the kill, only tags, and tagging with an AWP is the most frustrating thing. Dashi spots out the head, there goes Burr.
Just in time.
There's numbers slowly evening out, but Night Viking 18 HP, and 1v3 is not going to work out for Night Viking. 4 rounds for Semper Web, and they have started off with their best foot forward so far. Nice free upgrades to the AKs for them, whereas on the side of C2M, they're going to have to be buying up with all of their loss bonus.
Yes, no, definitely. These guys are trying really hard. You can see that the guys from C2M are trying to find a breakpoint within the strategy of Semper Web, but these guys from Semper Web really just do have the proper, as it would be, the proper strat.
Yeah, absolutely. And Burr is going to get that opening pick onto Dashi. Spray down from Shadow, not going to really work. Onage going to be peeking out there, doing some serious damage in mid.
That was a lot of damage.
Night Viking once again, the last one left alive, and that has to be no. The grenade doesn't go over. That was very close. That could have been a nice thing, but Burr is one step ahead with that cheeky little jump onto those little boxes there, and that's going to be 5 rounds for Semper Web. And luckily for C2M, they do have that maximum loss bonus, so they are going to be able to buy into this one. They actually decide to do a bit of a double up setup here. Let's see what they can do with that. It can definitely work if they set up one, maybe a palace and one mid. They could certainly make it work, but that's just the thing.
If they do get that
really big Burr. That timing is brilliant. That's going to be such a great play from Burr. Gets that pick onto Shadow R. That's going to be 1 up down immediately. Burr almost got hit there, but the timing was just there. It was able to jump through window and catch them off guard there.
It was really close. I heard that shot just grazing past him, so yeah. I'm pretty certain that he himself felt it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like Burr knows what they are doing on this mid position here. They play it very well. So, T's C2M, they find themselves down a man in the beginning of the round. Burr in the perfect position to be catching up a lower play. There it is. Terabyte going to be going down as well.
I was just about to say, it's a very smart play that we do see coming in here from the terrorist once again. Trying to form the break, but just not getting the picks.
Yeah, it's not working. Finally, Kira gets one, though. So that is going to be at least one onto Burr, but, you know, it seems like things start falling apart for C2M very early on in the round. You know, the picks come out from players like Burr, and things just start to get a lot more difficult when you are down a man on the T side of this map.
No, definitely. You really need that extra player to help with the picking. Oh, Night Viking does get the headshot there onto Taliban.
Yeah, Night Viking been a pretty good player for C2M, but it's just not enough to be able to win the round so far. Quick push from Connector, and actually going to get taken down by those flames. Dashi jumping through those like hoops.
Unfortunately, it does slow you down, the jump.
Yeah, it does, and not to mention, Dashi could have pushed that Connector position and maybe gotten a frag, but decides to retreat again for some reason, and just dies to the flames. Not too sure what was going through their mind right there, but once again, luckily, T's, they have that maximum loss bonus, so they can still buy into this, but buy or not, it doesn't seem to be working for them. They pick up the double up setup again, maybe hoping to get something going with it, but conversely, the CT's also picking up that double AWP setup. And as we know, Burr, very, very strong in that mid position. Decided not to go there this time, though. I have tried a different setup this time.
Kira's still here towards the spawn. Does hear footsteps.
Yeah, and those information plays on this map are very crucial. Talibani gets that pick. Slow peeks the angle, still takes down Dashi. The util comes out. Burr back in this mid position. So strong here. We know what he can do. There goes one.
And the wallbang is there, but it's not connecting anyone.
Yeah, finally, Burr gets taken down by Shadow. That could be everything, but Shadow misses the flick. And that's going to stop anything from happening in this position. Ownage going to take down Viking. Q going to get one as consolation, but not really much else they can do. The bomb is down in mid, and it is 42 HP and an AWP. Against 3.
Now it's Talibani versus Kira. Kira just getting tagged a little bit there.
Yeah, but the CTs, they don't need to get aggressive. Play around this bomb. It's all onto Kira. Kira has to make something happen in 24 seconds. And honestly, I don't know if that's possible. It does pick up the AK, a smart upgrade, but the CTs, they're playing this one nice and passive, as they should. Hiding there, waiting for a little bit of a peek to come out to try and pick up the bomb. Here comes Stan, and there it is. That's going to be 7 rounds for Semperweb.
Yeah, Kira just missing the peak there off the head in the top of mid. I believe that if he had played it, maybe perhaps a bit softer, quieter, slower.
Well, didn't really have much time there, unfortunately. And the CTs, they played that one really, really smart. They backed off. They realized they didn't hunt or anything like that, so they just played nice and slow. Passive, waited for the peak, and yeah, they got the frag.
And when you do have control over that bomb, it is sometimes worthwhile to just sit and watch it happen.
Yeah, and full loss bonus or not, C2M going to be relegated to a Mac 10 and a Deagle for 2 of their players and 3 AKs. I have to make this work. Kira is right here with a Deagle, and it's just not going to be getting that one tap that Kira would have desired.
Yeah, only doing about 48 damage there onto STN.
Yeah, but it's sprayed down into Palace, and the bomb is there. The rest of the T's maybe trying to fake towards A. And CTs, they're rotating. They know there could be something here. Here comes the execute to try and bait out as many CTs as possible. Oh, there goes one. The trade is good, though. Dashi and Terabyte. Moving up here slowly, but the bomb actually decides to rotate away from B. And the B side is completely open. But instead, Night Viking coming in to support the team. Tully Bunny is here, just has to rotate look behind them, and that is exactly what they needed. Trade kill is there.
Market with the sprite control.
And yeah, that's going to be 8 rounds for Sample Web. Strong showing for them in this half.
No, definitely. These guys are really bringing their strats together. Just showing that for CTM there, that listening, you might have had your 2 wins up to now, but now is the time where you have to start fighting for what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, Sample Web's setups seem almost unbreakable here. No matter where the T's go, CTs are there to answer, and answer they do, but Kira going to get that opening pick onto A, leaving the site mostly bare, and Kira knows it, picks up the AK for that trade, knows there has to be at least one CT here. T's taking control, actually spraying on through the smoke, going to get Kira. Trade is good, though.
Yeah, Viking coming in there with that trade very quickly.
T's do have A control, but the bomb can go down.
Yeah.
Terabyte is here. Spots one, wins that fight against Burr. Onage is here, watches for the head and gets it. There goes Dashy. It's a 2v3. Terrorists finally in favor. Now the CTs have to retake this site. Quick pick from Onage. The trade is good. Now it's a 1v2 and make that final win for C2M. Their first round on the board in this half.
It's like I said in the previous match, now we're going to see a bit of a different play. Because these guys now have got that bit of a boost behind them. We just took a round. We can do it. It's only round 10, guys. We can take the next 5 rounds and make this a competitive map. And that's what it's all going to be about. We're going to see that as this round is going into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with you there. And I think that at this point, you know, that play that I saw from the T's in that last round that they won there, very good. But Tully Bunny, look at that. That is an
was so naughty, so nasty.
Absolutely. That was a dirty play right there. That was just a very quick yeet into lowers and catches 2 players completely unaware, not checking that position at all. A little bit of an error from C2M there. And Burr going to be getting that frag to Viking. Trades for the AK. Actually gets picked off by Shadow, who's the last remaining T for this side. Shadow, good for a second kill. But it's a 1v2 and the bomb is very far away.
And he's not taken a single hit just yet. Very, very quick with that AWP work there from Shadow.
Yeah, that's what you like to see from all players on a team, but there's a lot of work that has to be done by Shadow right now.
Very accurate, quick flicking, and you want to be able to see them do something.
Yeah, absolutely. And Talibani, thinking about that warbang, that would have been so incredible. Should have taken that shot, really. That would have been amazing to watch, but instead...
He did get the scope.
And the patience plays and works out for Talibani there. That spam, I would have liked to see it, but takes the best, more safe option, gets the frag, gets the round as well. 9-1 in favor of Semper Web, and now it's gonna look like C2M. They're thinking about how to spend their money here. Night Viking not gonna be able to pick up any full guns. Gonna pick up that P250. The rest of the team AKs and a little bit of util. And that's all they have going into this round.
Yeah, and speaking about util, we have not really seen as much utility damage, except from Kanaki, who's done 148 utility damage on that A site.
Holding that A site really well.
Somehow she's making it work really hard.
Oh, Talibani again with such a quick flank. There's the bomb spotted. Players go down. Talibani just making everything work. Those quick flank rotation plays just so crucial. Just winning against C2M right now, who are not prepared for such a quick play.
Very naughty with that play.
Gonna get Burr. Yeah, absolutely. That is a very, very shame on you, but very well done as well.
Yeah, definitely. And then, oh,
it's a 3v3. Stan gets caught out there, can't make anything happen. Terabyte up here towards this, could be caught out by Burr, who has that org. Oh, sorry, Stan, who has that org.
Do you have a bit of a standoff here coming onto the A side just now?
Yeah, it's a 3v3. There goes Terabyte. Yeah. Health advantage is still in T's favor, and it's now a man advantage as well, as that pick does come down. Kanaki, though, watching that angle very, very nicely. Nice and tight. Waiting patiently for those frags to come in. The bomb is still down. Terabyte, 26 HP, has to make something happen here. That jump, maybe faking out, but no one was really there to hear it. 9 seconds left. Nothing really you can do about that. So maybe
Yeah, just probably
just
trying to
saving
see
the
what
gun.
damage can be dealt.
Yeah, and that AK is just going to get saved.
Oh,
no, it
does
isn't.
not.
And he goes down after the end of the round, and that is not what you were hoping for at all. Thankfully, though, C2M, they do have a little bit of economy going for them, so they can still buy guns if they want to. There's the
Well, Shadow
AWP.
coming in. Oh, the AWP is there. And the AK.
They do manage out a couple of guns just to try their best here. A couple of AKs coming in, and there is the AWP. Shadow has to make this AWP work, though, and there it is. There's the one, and that's a good
First one is
frag. Talibanese here, though.
Picking up on this aggressive play.
Yeah, it is, but Talibanese here, spraying down so low on the T's right now. 15 and 11 HP. Stan is right here, and this MP9 does the damage, but the trade is good. 3v3, Talibani just so aware in this position. Any possible rotates, spots the head out. and the spray
Talibani
is good.
really, really good with that spray control.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting in the work here. Dashi is good for at least one, but 19 HP now is going to make things virtually impossible unless you can get some sort of sneaky rotate in these last 57 seconds and get that bomb down for maybe a bit of extra cash. But Onage not going to have any of that. Quick flash down into that position. Going to take down Dashi. 11-1. Such a strong half from Semper Webb here. They've just been absolutely dominant. And thanks to plays from Burr holding the great angles there in mid and from Talibani doing some incredible flank work there, it's just dismantled C2M right now in this half.
Yes, they really have been playing phenomenally well. They are ensuring that they get all the peaks down, they get the sprays down when they need to. As we do
look
see
at
that these
that.
flashes and smokes are flying right into the A site.
Yeah, and Talibani's pre-aim there was just really, really good, really on point there. Playing these angles well, and it seems like Talibani, it doesn't matter where they are, they can just play, and they will get at least some frags and some advantage for the team. Terabyte gonna get at least one.
Yeah, but got tapped there in the head with the AWP. The smokes are out onto A now, fully.
Onage in a position to maybe take down one, but decides to fall off of that after losing half health. 4v4, and health advantage not really in anyone's favor.
No, not definitely. So these guys
There's a good
still have
chance.
to- But B's entirely open.
Night Viking does a bit of team damage there, gets surprised by his own teammate. And,
It happens, it really does happen.
It does happen for sure. But
And
now,
we do see that these guys are running around here in what is the lowers towards connector of A.
we do see those decisive movements towards A, and a quick rotate towards B actually from the CTs, not aware that they're going A, and the Ts, they need to push A right now because it is wide open for them to take.
Yeah, but
It'll only
Kanaki
be a
is there.
certain amount of time before they realize this is open, and there's the information as one goes down. Stan, good with that MP9 spray control. P90 going to be doing the work against the AWP bomb, can go down now. It is a 2v2. 14 HP for Shadow, though, but they have an AWP in play, so health not really a big issue when it comes to the AWP. You can get
No,
those
definitely
shots.
not.
Nice flash there to stall things out into connector. Shadow, gets a nice pick onto Onage there. Trying to
Does he
keep
only
himself
need
in
14
game.
HP?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Dashi
14
almost got
HP is
scouted
good
out
for at
there
least
on
one.
ticket booth.
Yeah, and actually, just retreats there. They know they can let that bomb tick away. Shadow just watching that little angle there. And that's going to be finally the second round on the board for C2M. And at least they get a little bit in their favor. Not the greatest, not as many rounds as they'd have hoped, but just enough to maybe make it possible to try and make some sort of miracle run come back.
Yeah, and Shadow are obviously taking a bit too long there on the retreat. Does get taken down by the bomb, so he will have to buy again. So he does to buy out for that, or and a
But
smoke.
at least they have the money. They do have the money for that. So they
They
have
do
the
have the
double up set up again for the cheese. But Shadow making good work of ownage there. Burr not in the position he needs to be, but actually does get the pick on the Viking anyway. Sees the head, but doesn't get that, and that is so uncharacteristic for Burr, but eventually the re-peek does come through. Burr gets that shot. 3v3 now. Very quick stuff going on there. Make that a 3v2. Burr doing such good work there. Almost gets a double through the teammate, but that's going to be the information that they need. Talibani's right here to take this last frag with the shotgun jumping up onto Catwalk, doing the damage, and there it is. The final headshot of that cheeky play. But that is some great stuff. They're 12-2 in favor of Semper Web as they go into the last round of the half. And now C2MA, they just have to spend all their money and hope they can make something work here for them to get as many rounds as they can on this half.
This is round 15 that is going out, so obviously if you're on the side of C2M, you really do want to get that bit of a peak and have at least a third round, just to make it a bit more favorable for your team, perhaps.
Yeah, Teams Talibani is playing for the content, and content he will certainly be getting as Burr takes down Dashi and Onage. Very aggressive up here towards App, spots out a player. Suddenly stand on here with a shotgun towards short.
Talibani really sitting quite aggressively.
Yeah, Onage going to get taken out by a nice one dig from Kira there. Talibani here in connector could catch Shadow out. There it is, nice angle peek from Tali, and there's a second one, almost gets that second frag, and the CT is just super dominant in this half. Semper Web showing what they can do on the CT side, and if they can keep this up on the next half on the T side, they'll be able to do it. Stan spots out the Shadow, takes down Kira 13-2 in the half as we move over. And now C2MA, they have to make some hectic showing as they move into the next half.
I really do hope we get to see some quick, fast-paced action here from C2M, trying to fight it back and bring it into the match, and showing some dominance on the CT side. Perhaps this was just their side, and they will hopefully bring it out and show it to us.
Yeah, you know, as we were talking about that kind of stuff, comebacks, they're real. They can happen if you're comfortable on a certain side.
Yeah, definitely. But Talibani doing a lot of work there with 24 kills at the moment, and the closest to him in his team would be Burr, sitting on a comfortable 16.
Yeah, so they've been doing really well for themselves, but of course, it all comes down to this half to see if C2M can make it. Burr getting a straight up 2 1-digs in a row on that short position, going to open up the B site for themselves. Kira goes down, and that should be the plant. Actually, Burr getting aggressive here. He has the bomb, gets tagged down to 21 HP, and teammates got to be calling him away. They're like, listen, you have the bomb there. Burr actually goes down to Night Viking, but at least he gave the bomb so they could plant it. There is a 2v3. USP's in play, but they're not going to be doing anything when the team's getting 1-digs like this. That is insane. Just 1-digs everywhere. Usually I do not recommend it to buy up deagles in the first round when you're the T side, but if you're going to get 1-digs like that, it really doesn't matter.
You might as well buy a deagle in every round.
Semper Web on the cusp. They almost have match point here, 14-2. They just need to make this one round work. And honestly, if I was C2M, I would probably force into this one to try and stop whatever's happening from happening. Talibani and Bergen are getting 2 open-it kills onto their counterpart there. Only a shotgun in play for Kira. Taps for so many guns here, and Kira going to be the last one alive with the shotgun. Not going to be able to do too much. Sitting on the B side alone, knows that there's really no chance for the shotgun to defeat these weapons. Why you bully me, he asks.
It's all just about a matter of having fun. So these guys are having fun definitely at the same time as they're pushing this out. It does seem like Kira's going to get hunted down here a little bit.
Absolutely. There's no reason not to hunt right now, and if you're Semper Web, you just want to crush, give no chance to C2MA. You know, every round, every small advantage that you give over is a chance for the comeback, and you need to crush all of those chances if you want to win decisively. They go hunting. Do they find, is the question. Here it goes. Talibani actually going to go down. Doesn't get that kill that they wanted. But at least they get the round. That's going to be 15-2 match point in favor of Semper Web.
And Kira almost getting a second pick there. Anybody not very happy about that pick off there. Just telling her, leave me alone.
Just leave me alone now. I'm trying to save this shotgun, please.
Yeah, I want to have fun with my shotgun.
Yeah. And obviously this is the last round that C2MA have to lose. They have to put everything they can into this round. The Molotovs come in, but Tully is just super quick, pushes through that Molotov. It's a
That
quick
aggression.
Does get traded out by Night Viking, though. That's some good stuff. Maybe getting a little bit careless there. Burr going to take down Shadow. It is a 3v3. Make that a 2v3. Night Viking and Kira have to make this work somehow. They have to put this shotgun to
Night
use.
Viking.
2v2. The bomb is down. In a favorable side. Kanaki using that flash to stop those CTs from pushing too quickly. Now it's about who gets this first pick. Kanaki playing it one passively. Doesn't need to get aggressive. Spots out one. Is good for the one. And
That
there
was so
it is.
close.
The trade is there. And 16 rounds are there for Semper Web as they win against C2M in the last match of the Corporate League of Reace. GG to Semper Web. Super strong showing from them. Huge frags coming out from Tully Bunny and Burr in that match. Really, really
Yes.
great stuff.
No, definitely. They were playing the angles very nice and very quick pushes onto site when they were on the terrorist side there. So really well played to both teams. Unfortunately, C2M, you did not get the win. But it was phenomenal CS. Very quick, very fast-paced, and very aggressive.
Yeah, very nice to watch. I always liked seeing a bit of aggression. Maybe too aggressive on some stances, but it seems to have worked out for them in the end, and that's going to be the round for Semper Web. And yeah, so thanks to everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you dropping by. If you have not heard about the giveaway by now, you are deaf or just not paying attention. There is a
Oh, you
giveaway.
have not been here.
It is happening. Or you have not been here, and it is happening. You can win beer, guys. Free beer. Toothy. Beer. Tell us about the
Yes.
beer.
The free beer. All right. So it is the giveaway from RES Esports and Focus Lager, where you can win 2 cases of beer, and there's going to be 2 winners, guys. So all you have to do is pop onto Facebook, give a like to RES Esports, like to Focus Lager, share the original post posted by most probably RES Esports, comment on it, FL-Corp, and tag 3 friends, because when your friends win, you win. And that's how you get the beer. And don't forget, they have these very, very nice Mortal Kombat 11 cans, which are really insane. So that's all you have to do. And guys, please remember, you have to be 18 or older to enter this, as there is alcohol involved.
Yeah, absolutely. No beer, drink responsibly. All that good stuff. But thanks for tuning in. And yeah. We're just gonna end this off now. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out Reace and all the sponsors as well. Shout out to my boy Toothy, who's cast these games with me. Thanks, it's been a blast, dude.
It's been fun, yes. I would like to return the shout out back at you, Mr. Patrick Finnick. There, as you guys will see the details on screen. And then obviously a big shout out, guys. This would not have been possible. It has not been for the man behind the scenes doing all the hard work, making sure you guys get to see what we see, and that is General Delta.
Hey, General Delta, GG.
Yeah, really good work, man, and it's been phenomenal working with you. And then obviously, just to give a quick shout to each and every single individual sponsor who is on board with us for this. That would be RE Accounting, who started the main idea, Fantech, Jam.co.za, and Focus Lager.
Yeah, thanks to all those guys, and thanks to you, the viewers. We will see you again in the next episode of Corporate League.
Good evening.
Hostile forces detected. Arming raid defenses.